A massive crowd expected here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland for Game 3 of the AHL's Eastern Conference Finals. The Hershey Bears need and deliver overtime heroics in Games 1 and 2 at home in Chocolatetown. The Monsters want to crawl back in this series starting tonight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hershey Bears Playoff Hockey. I'm Fox 43 Sports Director Todd Sadowski, and they can fit up to 17,000 fans here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and by all indications, they might be pretty close to that number. It's going to be a rough and rowdy atmosphere for the Hershey Bears. Let's go upstairs to the guys calling the action, the voice of the Bears, Zach Fish, and former Bears captain Garrett Mitchell.
Thank you very much, Todd. Welcome to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. As Todd said, this crowd is going to be rocking tonight with Garrett Mitchell. I'm Zach Fish, excited for this one. The Bears up 2-0 in the best-of-7 series. But Garrett, these games have been very, very close. Both decided in overtime, and Hershey, I know, wasn't thrilled with their game in game number 2.
Yeah, I think they got away from just what they do best, and that's the systems part of their game. So just stick with what they know. Obviously Nelly and the coaching staff, they've got that put in place for a reason, and I think it's just getting back to that.
Looking forward to it here today from a Bears perspective with Logan Day returning to the lineup. Hershey's defenseman will slot back in after suffering an injury in round 1 against Lehigh Valley, but no Lucas Johansson, a loss on the back end.
Yeah, it is, and obviously JoJo's played some good hockey this year, obviously with his time up in Washington, but at the same time, it shows the depth that Hershey has right now. You're able to slide Logan Day right back into it, who was a huge part of that run last year.
Logan Day led the team in defensive scoring last season. Back in the lineup here today for Hershey as they come to Cleveland, where they've won 6 consecutive games at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, but a whole new animal in the playoffs as we look at our window of opportunity presented by Renewal by Anderson. Explore the better way to a better window. Hershey's got to get back to their system play, Garrett. Trust their systems. They're the best defensive team in the league in the regular season. Todd Nelson thought particularly in the third period of Game 2 they got away from that. Yeah,
and I think we saw that. You obviously watched part of that for Game 1 that was very, very dominant, and you get away from it. It doesn't have to be for long. Like we talked about in Game 1 and Game 2, mistakes at this point in the season really get amplified. So it's taking care of those little things, getting back to what they do great, in on the forecheck, and really set the pace early.
Yeah, Hershey wants to set that tone early. They know the Monsters are going to be amped up with this crowd behind them. They're undefeated on home ice in these playoffs. Well, on the NHL Network, all across the nation, it's great to have you with us. The Eastern Conference Finals, game number 3. We'll have the play-by-play. But for now, let's send it back to Fox 43's Todd Sadowski.
Thanks, guys. The pressure is squarely on the Monsters to get back in this series. The Bears have a ton of playoff experience, and they used it in games 1 and 2. We'll see how it plays out here in Cleveland. Puck drop just around the corner. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Hershey Bears Playoff Hockey.
With a Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. Join today for only $24.99 a month.
Let's ride together.
So I can bring any car to Oarsman, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and they'll buy it?
That's what they just said on TV.
Doesn't matter what year, make, or model. Doesn't matter what year, make, or model.
No.
And I can get Kelley Blue Book for it?
More, 125%.
And if I buy a new car, I'll get their buyer's edge with $1,500 in bonus extras?
Yes.
I find that very hard to believe.
Ugh.
And don't forget at Oarsman, we'll buy any car. Oarsman, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Let's ride together.
With a Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout.
Ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. beautiful banner it away o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
43 is sponsored by Members First Federal Credit Union.
Downtown Cleveland, Ohio is the site tonight of Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Live on Fox 43.2, NHL Network, and the Monumental Sports Network. Jack's Casino, a popular spot here in town, but not as popular as Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here tonight. 15,000 expected for this one for Game 3 as the Monsters look to get on the board in this best of 7 series. Welcome to the Eastern Conference Finals. Zach Fish alongside Garrett Mitchell, former Hershey Bears captain, Todd Sadowski, ice side. Our starting goaltenders tonight, last year's Calder Cup MVP, Hunter Shepard between the pipes, the Minnesota native, the best numbers in the regular season, the AHL's goalie of the year. Chet Greaves on the other side for Cleveland. He gets the start. He's played them all in this series. Greaves in goal once again with a sparkling 194 goals against average. A lot of interest in him. The undrafted free agent has worked his way up from the ECHL. Tonight's officials, the referees, Bo Halkitis and Jordan Samuels-Thomas. Joseph Mahone and Luke Pye are on the lines. Well, this feels oh so close to the National Hockey League if you're a top prospect for the Washington Capitals, for the Hershey Bears, or the Columbus Blue Jackets, for the Cleveland Monsters. A big building, and we are ready to roar here in Cleveland, Garrett.
Yeah, this is, it's an exciting one tonight. Obviously with the fans, you got, 15,000 or more. The stage is set, and we're in for a great one here tonight.
Puck is down, we're underway. It's the Bears and Cleveland Monsters in the Eastern Conference Finals, game number 3. As Hershey leads the series 2-0, looking to go back to the Calder Cup Finals for the second consecutive year. They won it last season in 7 games in overtime against Coachella Valley. Monsters in their black sweaters with blue and gold trim. Gaudette will backhand it in. Back in the lineup. Crunched hard by Riley Sutter into the right wing boards. Cleveland on offense, looking to play it to the net front of Shepard. Hershey on the takeaway. It's Sutter out of his own zone. He'll flip it in. The famed Sutter family, the son of Ron, will dump it in behind the net, but Cleveland will look to break to center. 40 seconds in. The Monsters dump it in on Shepard, who's got the game's first save. The Bears goaltender will glove it and drop it as we look at tonight's scratches, sponsored by Evergreen Brewing Company and their Juice Juicy IPA. Bears without Lucas Johansson. Matthew Phillips and Matt Strome remain out for Hershey. A lot of depth. Meanwhile, some injuries for the Monsters. Nick Blankenberg and Jake Christensen will not play. Luke Pennell is a youngster, as is Denton Matejchuk. We will not see him here for this after he joined the team out of Moose Jaw, but could play in this series. Monsters with a puck offensively look to work it towards the goal of Shepard. Ethan Frank, 7 goals in the playoffs. He's got blazing speed. Slots it in offensively. Gets there towards Bjork, who has to roll it back to his goaltender Greaves. And hang on, and we renew acquaintances after a couple days off since Game 2 in Hershey on Saturday. A 3-2 overtime win for the Bears. A little pushing and shoving right off the bat. But if you're watching on the NHL Network, Garrett, this is your first look at Ethan Frank, 28 in the white sweater. 2-time fastest skater in the American Hockey League, putting up numbers quicker than Connor McDavid. He is one to watch.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. You see his speed there. He's able to gain almost 2 zones on the Cleveland defenseman going back for the puck. So, that's a guy to watch for. Obviously, you see what he's been able to do so far in the playoff run. He's a guy to watch here tonight.
Frank goals in 5 consecutive games for Hershey. Justin Pearson in offensively for the Monsters. He's got points in 6th straight. Undressed is Brisky in centers. And Shepard was there with Dunn right at the front of the blue paint. Whistle goes in a hand pass call by the linesman back at center. Real good look right away as Justin Pearson into the offensive zone for Cleveland. And Shepard had to be at the ready with his 2nd save of the game.
Yeah, watching Hunter Shepard, obviously, what he's been able to do here the last couple of years, in Hershey Bears uniform. But, he's so calm, cool, and collective back there. And he's ready for that one. Obviously, he wasn't able to get a full shot off there. But, Shep's a guy that's ready. And, he's a proven goaltender at this level.
Jimmy Huntington, Pierrick Dubé, and Alex Limoges on the line for Hershey. And it was Huntington that assisted on Dubé's winner. Pierre Dubé, second of the playoffs, the overtime hero in game number 2. Pass too far for him, and icing will be called. But Dubé, a guy that the Bears will look to for a lot of offense. 28 goals in the regular season for him, second to just Frank's 29. Hershey leading all clubs in the playoffs as far as goals per game goes. So the Bears not only the best defensive team in the playoffs, the best offensive team. They're starting to get everybody clicking.
Well, that's, we talked about it in game 2 there just a little bit, but, having Dubé and that line really step up and obviously score the ultimate game winner in overtime there, it's one of those things when you get your top guys going, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Dubé towards the blue line. Good play by defenseman David Juracek, the 6th overall draft pick a few years back of the Columbus Blue Jackets. 4 points in this series. Icing is called. 2 games in a row. Juracek has tied the game late with Hershey in front. 19 seconds left in game 1, just over a minute in game number 2. He's had a flair for the dramatics, and the Bears know they can play a lot better than they did in game 2, where Todd Nelson said they were heavily outchanced and didn't like their third period. Looking to get their flow going here, being outshot 2-0 in the first near 2 minutes of this one.
Yeah, Juracek's a guy that Columbus fans are going to have a lot of excitement about in the next couple of years. He's been really good through this series.
Big blue liner, 6'4", over 200 pounds, promised for him. McCown in over the blue line to Trey Fix-Wolansky. His shot right in the breadbasket of Shepard. Fix-Wolansky 9 and Malatesta and Iorio. They have some not so pleasant things to say, as does Fix-Wolansky and Dubé. Malatesta's helmet ripped off. He and Jimmy Huntington continue to go at it. There are going to be maybe some penalties here. We'll see. They want the Cleveland defenseman to vacate the area. Juracek not jumping in yet at this time. And I think we're going to get a potential situation where they might call one of each. The referee's got his hands up, but right now is just trying to escort everyone out of the pile as we get a look at the replay. Good save by Shepard on Fix-Wolansky.
Yeah, it was. It looks like we're going to be evened up here. They might actually just take Malatesta there, actually. And, that's probably not the, that's probably the right call in that situation. He's really giving it to Jimmy Huntington and Vinny Iorio there.
All right, so Cleveland, who had a ton of minor penalties in the regular season, and overall much more penalized than Hershey in the regular season. The Bears will go on their 13th power play of the series. They're 3 for 12, 25%, and coming off a 1 for 5 performance in game number 2. They shifted up their power play a little bit in game 2, and it did hit pay dirt with a Garrett Rowe goal. But the top power play unit's out with Ethan Frank on it. He had 13 power play goals to pace the club in the regular season. Off the draw, Frank's got it, rolling to the right circle. Normally sets up in Ovechkin's office, but they moved him to roll downhill on the right wing. He's got it, brings it in, and shoots, deflected wide to the goaltender Grease, and the Bears retrieve it behind the net, look to flip it loose. Joe Snively with it, will bump it topside. The veteran forward to Frank from the right circle. His shot sticked out by Greaves as the Bears pinball it back towards the net front, and Limoges will recollect it. Pass to Frank at the point, took his eye off it, and it clears the zone, but the Bears with a shot-first mentality right away on the power play will reset from their own zone.
Yeah, we talked about Ethan Frank's, obviously his speed and his offensive ability, but, something that doesn't get talked about maybe as much as his speed is his shot. So, moving him, being able to roll downhill there on that power play gives him an opportunity to get that shot off.
Diving clear by Sweezy. Cleveland's penalty kill at 78% here in the postseason. They've surrendered 8 goals on 37 penalty kills. Partial change made Huntington's out. Not sure what LaPierre was looking to do there. Turned it over, tried to chip it into himself, and cleared down the ice. So the Bears' second power play unit, which has been successful. We mentioned Garrett Rowe, 65 of the white sweater, had the power play goal in game number 2. Rowe is marching forward to center over the blue line to Mike Vecchione. Last year's Calder Cup goal score winner. As he picked up the game 7 overtime tally. Hershey fumbles the puck. Miroshnichenko lost it, falls down. And delayed offside on Cleveland. Fans thought there was a penalty as the linesman put his arm up with Miroshnichenko. A bit of a hook, stick on Sillinger. So Hershey resets with 25 on the man advantage. 0-0 just underway here in Cleveland. First power play of the game goes to the Bears. Malatesta off for roughing. Vecchione by himself along the boards. Look for support, but it comes loose to Zaboral. Time and space, and he will clear it. Well done by the Monsters on the latter half of this penalty kill after Hershey had some good looks early. This power play will go by the wayside. Just 5 seconds left on it. And 1 shot on goal for the chocolate and white, but none hit pay dirt. Center of the blue line. 5-on-5 action now. 0-0 with 4 minutes off the clock in period 1. McElrath with it, will play it behind the net. Reeves will watch it to the far corner. She scored first in both games in this series. Cross check down, Ravinsky. Puck free to Trinier. He centers to Sutter. Walks in with a backhander. Saved by Greaves. Down to the ice, denying Riley Sutter. Sutter on the keep it. Good stick-to-itiveness to Ravinsky, but it rolled away from him, and Malatesta smokes him, and McElrath gives it back with a hit on Pearson, who's down and in pain. Pearson looks at the official, holding his face as he heads off. The referees say play on. Aaron Nass will dart in offensively. Physical nature picking up. 15,000 fans here, frustrated with the guys in stripes early. Puck deflected back to the Bears' defensive zone. Prisky will corral it behind his own net. Stand out at Quinnipiac, plays it up the boards, knocked to center ice. Bumped loose by Kononsko in his second game of the series. Samuel Kononsko in the lineup for Cleveland with an injury to Cole Clayton on the back end. Puck at center, it's Lapierre darting in down the left wing. He'll shovel it behind the net. Greaves to play it, and the goaltender up the near boards to Kononsko on the chip out to center. Grabbed by Roman Shaw. Down the left wing, closed off by Massey. Play to the middle, gone dead, and he missed the pass. He wasn't ready for it. And Stefan Matteau trying to set him up. Matteau will fling it back of the goal. The former first rounder of the New Jersey Devils, longtime AHLer. Hershey takes it away, and Massey looks to push it out of his own zone. 14:20 to go in period number one. Bears weather the storm for the first couple shots that Shepard was there for, but could not connect to the power play. Now pass it out of their own zone to Huntington in center. Limoges over the blue line, walks it in, tiptoes down the right wing, pulls up and waits for help. Well, his pass did not make it through the layers of traffic, and Hershey has to cut back in their own zone. Logan Day back in the lineup for Hershey, his first game since Game 4 against Lehigh Valley in Hershey's first playoff action. And a first round bye. They took on the Phantoms in the divisional semifinals, took them down in 4 games in a best of 5 series. Gunn to center to Owen Sillinger. He'll flare it behind the Bears' net. Picked up by Day. Along the right wing to Pierre Dubé. Looks to rush to center. Limoges with it. The 0-0 game. Huntington back to Dubé. Stanislav Savozil on the breakup. Monsters can't clear it once. Plenty of time and space for Sillinger to slow it down, Garrett.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of, kind of playing through the neutral zone right now. Two teams that are just trying to, kind of figure the game out and kind of let it settle into it. But, really just playing through the neutral zone right now. Not a whole lot of, back and forth hockey. A lot of neutral zone play here.
Huge hits by Cleveland. Down go a pair of Bears, but Hershey with a puck. Vecchione to Miro Stachenko, brings it in, shoots. Oh, what a play there. Put it up and over the goal. Miro Stachenko. First round draft pick of Washington with 5 goals in the playoffs. Former 20th overall pick, miss high and wide there. He's got it again. Now the right wing winds in, fires, left pad saved by Greaves. Hungry on the rebound to the corner. Good work by this line for Hershey to create some offense. The puck is flipped down to the defensive end, and Prisky will collect it in his own zone.
Yeah, that's that big shot by Miro there. He's a guy that he can score from distance. He's got that big shot, kind of Alex Ovechkin-like. Uses Ovi's stick and curve. So, there's a kid that there's a bright future for in the NHL.
Like so many young Russians, Ovechkin, his idol. And got 21 games up in the National Hockey League playing alongside the guy he grew up watching. Bears look to clear it to center. Rabinsky comes to the boards by the captain Gons, and Cleveland back with the puck. Black and blue on their jerseys. They're playing that style, as is Riley Sutter, who belts Kononsko into the Hershey bench. Hello, sends him flying as Kononsko head over heels.
Heads up when Riley Sutter's on the ice. He's a guy that's going to finish every single hit, and that fourth line has been so good for the Bears throughout the playoffs here.
Trinier behind the net, no one home though, looking to send it to Lapierre out of his reach. And it is hit or be hit right now. Back in neutral. Hershey with the puck. Lapierre with 11:45 to go in the first period. He'll bring it in and shoot. Right toe save made by Greaves on Hendricks. Lapierre is playing for the Capitals in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They were swept to the first round by the Rangers. Lapierre had a gorgeous goal and is likely going to be a full-time NHLer next year. Caught in on the entry. Met with authority by Aaron Nass as Hershey defending behind their own goal with Roman Ishan. Sean gets it right wing. Snaps a wrister that wide of Shepard. Third-year Cleveland Monster puts it wide of the goal as Zaboral steps up and shoved by Frank. Now comes Zaboral. Centers to a shot. His wrist shot flutters wide. A Bear gets a stick on it as Hershey bumps it to the left wing. And Snively to center. To Hendricks. Lapierre brings it over the blue line. The wrist shot in the glove of Greaves. Easy save, but he wants to keep it moving. Flip to the defensive zone. Prisky wobbling puck. He lost it to Whalen, who brings it in, but couldn't get a shot. Alex Whalen with a pink pocket there. Luckily, he could not get an angle to the net. And Hershey again on offense. Huntington for the left wing. A low shot sticked out by Greaves, but the Bears recover the rebound. Prisky from the point. Deflected wide of the goal. Up the right wing boards where it's played to neutral ice. And Cleveland with it, dumping it down as Pearson hit hard by Massey. He wanted another penalty call. He wanted one on McElrath earlier, that time on Massey. Officials say play on. Bears bring the puck in, but offside with 10:20 left in the first. These two teams are really duking it out early. Take a break and be back. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference Final.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey from Cleveland. The Eastern Conference Finals, no score. Physical start. Let's send it ice level to Todd Sadowski, Fox 43 Sports Director.
Guys, we talked about Coach Nelson wanting the players to dictate the play. I'd say they are physically. And a couple of things to look out for. Zach, you mentioned how much success the Bears have had in this building, but that was with the regular season crowd. And that was with regular season ice even during the wintertime or March. Things get really warm when you pack in this many people and you get into June. I was talking to one of the players, and they said the ice is pretty slow, so we'll see if that plays a factor in tonight's game.
Yeah, thank you very much, Todd. Something certainly to watch. The Bears got in on Sunday night in practice yesterday, and the players were remarking that a different feel to the ice than at Giant Center in Hershey, where games 1 and 2 took place. Along with Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to those on the NHL Network, bringing you Hershey Bears playoff hockey, the AHL's 2024 Eastern Conference Finals. Bears lead the best-of-7 series, 2-0. Long shot in on Greaves will kick it out. Hershey's forecheck is tenacious. The greatest steal. It's brought in by Rowe, who tried to drop it to Miroshnichenko. Juracek got in the way, but Cleveland is center with Mikhail Pucha. Right wing, they give it back to Sillinger, thrown to the goal. Shepard is able to shield it off. And the Bears netminder with the save and cleared. Former two-time national champion at Minnesota Duluth with the save, and there is a whistle and a penalty call, and it appears to be on Cleveland. Ivan Miroshnichenko holding his mouth. And the Monsters are going to get another power play, and this could be a double minor on Brendan Gaunce. We shall see.
Yeah, it looked like Miroshnichenko there showing some blood, so it is a 4-minute double minor, high sicking.
Referee Jordan Samuels-Thomas with the penalty call. And 4 minutes up on the board to Brendan Gaunce, and the Monsters frustrated. They thought some calls should have gone their way early. And can't say the Jake Massey one where the stick came up in the face of Pearson was not a valid complaint from them for sure, but officials didn't detect that. They detect this, so 4 minutes. You really want to capitalize here and quiet this crowd.
Yeah, you really do. This is a huge power play here for the Bears, obviously being a double minor. They're going to have potentially a full 4 minutes at this. So, really set the pace of the game and set the tone for the Bears.
Frank with it. We'll leave it to Joe Snively, still looking for his first goal of the playoffs. Had 2 last year. He leads to Frank. Right circle. His shot bounces around. Blocked away as Sean checking his foot after he took that one near the shin guard. Frank to LaPierre. Hendricks leads it left wing. Hershey's Hendricks LaPierre with the puck on a double minor power play in a 0-0 game in game 3. Hershey looking to strike first. Done it in the first 2 games of the series. Frank shot, knuckles to the net, knocked down by the Monsters and cleared away as that hit Dubé up high, holding his face going off. Not sure if it was a puck or a stick or what was it, but he's in some discomfort as he dropped his stick and gloves holding his mouth.
Yeah, it looked like it might have got him up high there, the puck on the tip from that Ethan shot, Frank.
He goes right down the tunnel as the Bears re-engage over the blue line. Snively to Limoges, fakes the shot, plays it off the foot of Frank. 3:05 left to the double minor. 0-0. Bears threatening. Frank from the right circle brings it in high and wide, and it clears itself back to center. Hershey wants a line change as Snively fakes doubling back. Now he darts it forward. Snively trying to go coast to coast. Brings it in. A right shoulder save by Greaves as Joe Snively walking all the way in. Had a career year with 59 points. Turned out by Greaves and a good save.
Yeah, you see the skill set there for Joe Snively being able to take that on 1-on-2, and get a great shot off on that break-in.
8:05 left first period. 2:30 left of the double minor power play for Hershey. It's brought in along the left wing. Huntington to Prisky. Jimmy Huntington, who went to the Western Conference Finals last year with Milwaukee. It's the puck to Garrett Rowe. Eldest player on the roster. Miro Stachenko, second time he's missed it. Monsters short-handed, threatening, but done. Having to get back and make the play is Prisky, the lone defenseman on the ice. Second time that Miro Stachenko's missed that puck at the right point.
Yeah, there's been 3 there. Ethan Frank missed there one earlier in the first power play as well. So I don't know if there's a bad piece of ice there that it's taken a funny hop, but like you said, there's a few times there that it's bumped.
Prisky to Rowe, fakes the slapper. Center point, Chase Prisky. Right side, Miro Stachenko. Sillinger got his stick in the way. Took a little too long to get that shot off, and Sillinger took the lane there. Good play by him. Prisky to the goal, saved by Greaves. No, it's in! Chase Prisky from the point. Might have been tipped on the way. A power play goal for Hershey, and they take a 1-0 lead in Game 3.
And that's that shot first mentality there, Zach. Chase Prisky's just able to get that puck on net, and Jimmy Huntington's standing right in front of it, and it looks like there's no tip, and that puts the Bears up 1-0 here. 7 minutes left in the first.
Look at our Reese's replay. The shot from Prisky all the way through. Greaves got a piece of it with his stick, but not enough. And Chase Prisky's hot hand continues for Hershey. Points in 7 straight games for Prisky. It's a power play goal. It came in the second half of that double minor. His 3rd goal of the playoffs has put Hershey in the driver's seat once again.
Yeah, and he's a guy, obviously, a veteran player that's been around, for quite a while now. Originally a draft pick by Washington and ended up not signing with the Capitals, but he's played a lot in the NHL, and he's a very offensive-minded defenseman.
Pembroke Pines, Florida native, who made his NHL debut with his hometown Panthers, where his dad and his late father used to work at the ice rink. Spent a lot of time there as a youngster. Now playing for the Bears and has them up 1-0. We'll step aside. Hershey in front. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. With Thompson Creek Windows, you'll see your utility bills go down as the summer heats up, and you can get windows now and pay later.
We do it all: design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Buy one window, get one 40% off.
Call now to save 40%.
Call 855-57 Creek now for this amazing offer.
King Spa is not just an ordinary spa. We were the first Korean spa to exist in the United States. We are trying to combine modern features with authentic Korean cultures. We are very proud of what we have built here so far. We are very grateful for the presence of M&T. I just thought that traditionally banking service is just a banking service, but it's more like friendship, to be honest.
I definitely see M&T growing with us. I just think they're the best partner we could have.
The shot that put Hershey ahead 1-0. Chase Prisky connecting. He was the Bears defenseman of the year and their leading point getter on the back end. Signed as a free agent by the Capitals organization after originally being drafted by Washington. So now the Bears here in a building. We talked about how hostile it was, how Hershey wanted to come out and play their game. They've connected to the power play to take a 1-0 lead under 7 minutes left in the first. And What have you liked from the Bears start? A lot of power play time aiding that.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, I've liked that shot first mentality on the power play there. You'll see how Cleveland really sits back. It's a very passive box. You know, they're not going to pressure you up high. So you're going to have time and space. But the biggest thing is just getting that first shot through, you know, getting it through that first layer of defenders coming out, you know, and allowing yourself that second opportunity or a screen in front of the net.
Gaudette over the Bears' blue line, pickpocketed by Vincent Iorio with help from Riley Sutter. Here's Day from behind his own net. Hershey defenseman Logan Day to neutral. Tipped in by Trineyev. Billy Sweezy, the Cleveland blue liner, turns it back to Hershey territory, where Iorio, the sophomore defenseman, has it. Finished the season with 6 games in the NHL. Vincent Iorio injured in game 1 of the playoffs versus the Rangers, returning for the AHL postseason, looking to win a Calder Cup for the 2nd consecutive year. Puck thrown in behind the net, heavy hit by Trineyev. Fan clearing pass, but it's chucked back to center and knocked in. Rowan Mirosnichenko with the assist on the power play goal for the Chocolate and White. Puck tipped to the net of Shepard. McElrath with a hit, but it's loose there. Broken up by Frank, who clears to center, trying to use his speed. But Juracek gets back and cuts him off, and Pearson on the re-engage over the blue line. Long shot sailed wide of Hershey goaltender Hunter Shepard. Not beneath the goal line where the Bears look to draw it loose. Cleveland in the black sweaters with the crowd on their side looking to respond. Shots on goal, 9-3 in favor of the visitors, aided by 6 minutes in power plays. Shot to the left side, sticked out by Shepard. Stanislav Savozil, the defenseman, launched that to the goal with a screen in front of Shepard from Dunn. Savozil off the boards, hit his own teammate Pearson in the backside. 3-on-2 to center from Hershey. LaPierre over the blue line, tries the middle, gets it back left side, lets to center in the feet of Snively. Didn't formulate the way they wanted, but Snively will pull it back to a free spot, and the captain, Brendan Gaudens, takes it away. Going wide on Vincent Iorio, who does a good job staying with him stride for stride. Cleveland with the puck, trailing 1-0. Top side, wide of Shepard, rattles off the boards to the wing. Rabinski on the takeaway for the visitors. Picked back up by the Monsters. Pucha's shot wide of the goal. Put it to the net. Shepard sticks it away on the chance for the point from Bjork. Cleveland with some urgency in their game, but the Bears weather the storm again and break to center. Rabinski on the chip in. 5 points in the playoffs for Henrik Rabinski. Had a real good first round against Lehigh Valley and is stuck in the lineup after being in and out during the regular season.
Yeah, he's been really able to solidify himself, you know, as a full-time guy throughout the playoffs here now. You know, this line's been great for the Bears. That fourth line, so-called fourth line, they've you know, been able to provide a whole lot of energy for this team.
Puck cleared back to Hershey's zone. Logan Day is cool, calm, and collected back there for the Bears. Makes the play to center, where it's knocked back to Huntington, who shovels it in behind the Cleveland net. Mike Vecchione on the chase down, can't get there, but Canasco will. Samuel Canasco to center. Left to right, back in the row. Puck played forward out of the reach of Malatesta. And bump back to the blue line where Fix Wolanski has it. Chipped a backhander in deep. The majority of this Cleveland roster at one point or another was up in the NHL at the banged-up Columbus Blue Jackets at times this season. Sweezy from the point, wide as Shepard. Monsters threatening here, but McElrath will push it back to neutral. Sweezy to a knee, taken away by Vecchione. Couldn't find a helping hand, and the Monsters send it back to Hershey's end of things. Chase Prisky, the Bears' goal scorer, is third of the playoffs. It's around a monster Malatesta. Now drives it to center. Goes end to end. Prisky, great move, but rolled off his tape at the last moment. He could not finish the play as he nearly burned past after everyone.
Yeah, great individual effort there by Chase Prisky. And, you know, sometimes when you start feeling it, you know, it really starts going for you. So, you know, Chase Prisky right now in points in 7 straight is a guy that's really feeling the puck right now.
Toad shot to the net, knocked away. It comes back to Gaudette. All on the boards as he tries to keep it in, sandwiching his body there. Hershey with the puck again and looking to clear it up the far wing. Savozil knocked down and a penalty call on Rabinski. Hershey will be shorthanded for the first time tonight, but 2:57 to go in the first. You knew that was coming after the Bears had 6 minutes of power plays to start. Rabinski with the takedown, and the Monsters to the power play as one of the Bears' better penalty killers heads off. And a power play for Cleveland when we get back. 2:57 left of the first. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told him, at Verizon, everyone can get the best deals. Like that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time, it wasn't easy.
35. You're gonna be here forever.
And
Here's your wireless contract.
do I need a lawyer for this? Those were hard days.
Representative switch.
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone, any condition, guaranteed.
I really wish you told me sooner.
I did.
Welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals. A penalty call on Hershey's Henrik Grabinski for the trip. Welcome, however you're watching or listening, and back in Hershey at Arugas. Bears fans are watching at the official watch party. A big hello to them, making some noise after a Chase Prisky goal. But now the Monsters can answer on the power play late in the period and change the course of this game. They go to work. Off the draw win, it's Fix Wolanski with it on the left wing. Hershey had the best penalty kill in the league in the regular season as Shepard makes a glove save on that chance, and he will hold on. And Garrett, what have you seen for the Bears penalty kill that comes in at 85.7% and 88% plus in the regular season? Why are they so good on the PK?
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing, Zach, right now for them is just the pressure that they have. You know, they're going to pressure you. As soon as that puck's on the yellow, as soon as it's on the boards, there's going to be somebody coming. And, you know, that's something Hershey's done such a great job of over the course of this year. You know, just pressuring the puck. And it's, you know, it's not something you always see in the NHL, just, you know, obviously with some of the skill set that you see up top. But at this level, if you put guys under duress, you know, it's you know, it's a pretty good penalty kill.
Now their face-off win for the Monsters. Gons to the point, kept in. And it's Gons with it on the left side boards with Sarumi. Centers, Fix Wolanski double clutch. And it rolled off his tape. Otherwise, he was from a prime shooting area. Well, the top marksman to no avail. Bjork's drive knocked down in front of Shepard. Rolls around, Sutter with a chance to clear it. And he will get it the length of the ice.
Yeah, that's a fortunate bounce there for the Bears that it does bounce on Fix Wolanski. You know, he gets that primetime scoring opportunity. You know, he's a pretty dangerous player out there.
Monsters 2 for 9 in the series on the power play. They'll bring it in over the blue line on the right wing. Both goals came in game number 1. Up flip back to the point. Cleveland holds in. Down 1-0. Stanislav Savozil. Center point Bjork. To the right side. Fix Wolanski. Pass knocked down in front. Clear into the line by Hershey, but Bjork keeps it in by a hair. To the slot. High and wide. A slapper from Brendan Gons. Up and over the goal as the Bears clear to the line, but not out. Gons on the keep it. Punting to the right side. Slap to the net. Broken up by Iorio. Puck keeps coming back to the Monsters. Off the crossbar and out. It was chopped towards the front of the goal. And Hershey lucky. This game remains 1-0 as they clear it.
Yeah, it's a fortunate bounce there off the crossbar. You know, that puck got past Hunter Shepard, and you know, fortunate for the Bears that stays out of the net.
Close call for Cleveland. Dunn was in front, looking to pick up another in this series. He had a goal in game 2. Cleveland on the re-entry over the blue line, 20 seconds left. Getting away from McElrath. Behind the net is Hunter McCown, who has one of the 2 power play goals in this series. Pucha to the net front. McElrath diving, blocks the pass. There's Captain behind the Gold Gloves, drops and clears to the line into center. As Hershey's killed it off, 4 seconds left on the penalty. Is ready to hop out of the box as Grabinski. He's returned. And with less than a minute to go in period 1, Hershey's still in front 1-0.
That's a great long body there by Dylan McElrath, being able to break that puck, you know, going cross crease, because Cleveland had a guy on the backside there.
Jake Massey at center, sails it in for the Bears behind the net of Greaves. Out of the reach of Ethan Frank. Prisky scampering over to try to hold in, met there by Whalen. And it comes back to center where Ethan Frank has it. And the Bears reset over the blue line on the chip in behind the net by Snively. Underneath the goal line, Zaboral up the middle, sticked away from Snively, nearly picked that off. Right from the slot, has to dump it back in. With under 20 seconds to go in period number 1. Puck cleared wide of Shepard, and icing is called. As we will send it down now to Todd Sadowski. We'll hear from him in just a moment with a player interview, checking in ice level.
Yeah, guys, we're going to have an interview here right after the period's over. And for intermission, I got a story about the Bears leaning on that playoff overtime experience. They've had a lot of it. And depending on how you're watching, I'm going to have an interview with the voice of the Capitals, John Walton, on Monumental and the NHL Network. Fox 43 viewers will see a game break, news game break, and then you guys will have our highlights from the first period coming up.
Thank you very much, Todd. We look forward to hearing from you in just a moment. So puck shot back in to the defensive zone. Prisky ahead to Rabinski. Dumps it in behind the net. And the first period will come to a close. Hershey leads 1-0 on the Chase Prisky power play goal. The Bears trying to take a 3-0 lead in this Eastern Conference final. They're in front after one. And while we await Todd downstairs with the Bears goal scorer, Garrett, you played the game for a long time, over 400 games with the Hershey Bears. Your thoughts on their first period?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that first period. There's a little bit of a feeling out process, but all in all, I thought there was a pretty good first there. Obviously it's huge to get one on the power play. Anytime you get 3 power plays, it's a huge kill for the team, and they just look to build off of what's coming up here.
OK Mulligan Mayo is having their annual Oakley VIP Day on Thursday, June 13th from 12 to 6 in their beautiful Cleona office. See the best selection of new Oakley eyewear and sunglasses at the best prices. Bring them your prescription and get the best deal on prescription eyewear and sunglasses. Tell them that the Bears sent you. Tell them that I sent you, and you can get a cool Oakley gift. That's OK Mulligan Mayo Eye Professionals in Cleona, Thursday, June 13th, 12 to 6. Look them up at bmdi.com. Shots on goal finished up 10-7 in the first period, favoring Hershey. They, of course, had the edge in power plays in period number 1, courtesy of that double minor. It's Prisky, the goal scorer, and he's standing by down ice level. Let's send it to Todd Sadowski with the Bears goal scorer.
All right. Chase, talk about the power play. You guys had some extended time with the 4 minutes and used all of it to get that goal.
Yeah, being on the power play, it's not about scoring on the, your first attempt or even your second attempt. You've got the full, allotted time to gain momentum and, ultimately try to score a goal, and that's what we did. It's about first and second attempts, and, we stuck with it and got one.
It looks like it's a little bit hard to handle some of the bounces. Did you decide, you know what, I see a lane, I'm just going to go ahead and put a shot on goal here and see what happens?
Yeah, pucks have been bouncing throughout the first period, but, both teams are playing on the same ice, so it's not really an excuse. Ultimately, at the end of the goal, I just kind of saw their forward spread and saw lane to the net, and, we had really good bodies in front with Vecchione and Huntington, so they did their job, and, the puck found its way through.
Obviously, a huge crowd. Nelly wanted you guys to come out and dictate play. How do you feel you performed in the first period?
Well, anytime you can come in and, get a quick one on the power play, do your job there, and, go to the second period up 1-0, it's good, but, we're a resilient group, and we know they are too from the last 2 games, so we got to keep the pedal to the metal, and, we can't let up.
Thanks, Chase. Appreciate the time. We'll see you in the second period. Guys, Bears take the early lead. Send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Todd, and thank you to Chase Prisky for joining us. We'll step aside. Stay with us. Intermission content to come from the Eastern Conference Finals. It's 1-0 Hershey. You're tuned into Game 3. This is Hershey Bears hockey.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
You need to find something to do outside this house.
No, I just need a deed.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?
At Holzman Solomon Vision Partners, we partner with you to craft the vision you have always wanted.
From the moment you walk through our doors, we promise you a unique concierge service that moves at a pace you're comfortable with. Together, Dr. Holzman and I have earned the trust of tens of thousands of happy patients.
So whether you're looking to improve your vision with LASIK,
or if you'd like to finally get rid of your reading glasses, maybe even have a cataract,
our team is here and ready to redefine vision care.
Contact Holzman Solomon Vision Partners today. Visit drholzman.com.
Welcome back to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This is our first intermission report. The Fox 43 Sports Director, Todd Sadowski. Now, the Bears have a ton of playoff experience, and they leaned on that experience to not hit the panic button after giving up late goals in Games 1 and 2 at the end of regulation.
Right corner has Juracek, and it's a one-timer. It's there! A Erie ball of epic proportions.
Well, experience goes a long way, obviously. You know, you hear the guys talk from the bench to each other, how we got to help each other. I know it's like the players knew it wasn't their A game. You know, you got to give Cleveland really a lot of credit. They came to play tonight. Experience always helps.
I think it was great. It was kind of weird. It was quiet, but it seemed like guys were like focusing and kind of getting their heads back in tune, because obviously that kill at the end of the game makes you a little nervous, and for the guys that don't kill, you're kind of just sitting on the bench like biting your nails. So yeah, just kind of keeping your head focused and back in the game, because obviously they made a great push at the end, and you got to tip your hat to that. But yeah, just kind of refocusing and getting back in your game.
Mike Vecchione is the overtime hero in Game 1. Pierre-Eric Dubé in Game 2. And according to Coach, there's a simple way to avoid the extra drama.
Just got away from our game plan, so that was the focus of this morning in the meeting. Just play hard for 60 minutes and follow the game plan because it's working.
It takes a little longer than they expected, but they take care of business at home to start the series. We'll be back with more from our first intermission report. You're watching Hershey Bears Playoff Hockey.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA, MCO.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Get ready for another thrilling showdown. The Washington Mystics face off against the New York Liberty on June 9th at 3 p.m.
Secure Austin bringing the smoke to D.C.
Live on Monumental Sports Network. It's a can't-miss matchup in the Big Apple, and the Mystics are ready to bring the heat.
Wow! How about that?
Tune in June 9th at 3 p.m. and show your support for the DMV's finest.
Thanks for joining us tonight for this Fox 43 Game Break. I'm Amy Lutz. We have a preview of tonight's top stories that you can expect more on tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. In an era where test scores are dipping across the nation, some students are beating the odds. That's because the Manheim Township High School Quiz Bowl team placed well at nationals. The three-day high school national championship tournament took place recently in Atlanta, Georgia. The competition featured over 300 teams from across the country, including 10 from Pennsylvania. Manheim Township placed placed 186th in a competition that the students thought they wouldn't make it to. And with finals and graduations on the horizon for seniors, the team didn't fold under pressure.
That week we had a lot of things due. It was the end of the school year. You have a lot of essays that you have to bring in, and I remember I had a lot of assignments due that week during nationals too. So it was crazy.
The team says to stay sharp. They plan to practice over the summer with the hopes of doing it better even next year. All right, let's get a check now on your Weather Smart forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Braden Long.
Well, after a couple of storms earlier on this afternoon, Amy, we are dry. Really only a pop-up that was right at the Adams and York County line. Marietta dry. A little bit of cloud cover, and that will continue to build. We're still mild, mid to upper 80s. York at the Thomasville Airport is rain-cooled but muggy at 74. But that one storm has now dried on up. Cloud cover, as I mentioned, continues to build. The pop-up activity to our south starting to dry up as well. Our next storm system is not that one centered to the north, but one that is currently just beginning to spin over Iowa and Illinois. That will move into our direction as we go into tomorrow. Until then, temperatures fall through the 70s and settle in the mid to upper 60s out the door with some patchy fog, but also building cloud cover heading into the day on Wednesday. Rain chances return off and on starting into the afternoon and will continue all the way into Thursday as well. I'll talk about that and have a look at a cooler weekend, but rain chances not completely going away. That's coming up tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. Amy?
All right, Braden, thank you. We'll be back with more news in the second intermission. For the biggest headlines at any time, though, you can head to our website, fox43.com. The game right now, 1-0, Bears in the lead. Stay with us. Zach Fish and Garrett Mitchell will have the first period highlights coming up right after this.
Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy. Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance? That's a job for Jiffy.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
When we started this company, we had to look deep and find what is most important: our customers, our co-workers, and our community. We built a reputation based on a strong work ethic and friendly, highly trained technicians who take pride in their work, providing a level of service that you just don't see anymore. Since 1979, Krav Metcalf has been home of the 5-star technician. So right now, call or go online and see what real customer service means.
Is the one with 5 stars. Flynn with the steal.
Spring into action with Monumental Sports Network.
What a strong block.
Watch live coverage of the Washington Mystics, Washington Spirit, and Old Glory DC. Catch every scrum, score, and buzzer beater of DC's best basketball, soccer, and rugby from anywhere. Never miss a moment on Monumental Sports Network.
Welcome back to the AHL's Eastern Conference Finals and Hershey Bears hockey. However you're watching or listening, thank you for being with us, including all across North America on the NHL Network. I'm Zach Fish alongside Garrett Mitchell. Look at the highlights from period number 1 as the Bears have grabbed a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. And Garrett, for Hershey, 15,000 people here to get the first goal of the game after winning both games at home. I don't think you could ask for a better start for head coach Todd Nelson's squad.
No, we were talking about setting the tone early, and I think they did that. that. We talked about the physical play that we saw there in the first period, and that's part of setting the tone. You get on them early on, they're going to make mistakes, and it's going to be a long night for them.
Yeah, John Walton just joining us a moment ago, talking about how well Chase Prisky playing right now for Hershey. We're going to see his power play goal in just a moment, just putting the puck to the net as we take a look at the highlights. And look, it's a rivalry. There's rough stuff in the start. Cleveland's had a hard time. Undisciplined penalty is Pierre Dubé involved, and the Bears would start a sequence where they would get the first 3 power plays of the game, second one being a double minor. But we're going to see that rough stuff. It's important the Bears stay away from it, keep their cool, and they did in that first.
Yeah, they did, and that's exactly what Todd Nelson talked about. Let that happen in front of you. Don't let that affect what you're trying to do out there. And right now the Bears have been great. They obviously get the Chase Prisky power play goal. He's got a screen in front, and the Bears are in a great spot.
Here's a look at that Prisky power play goal, the shot from the point. Jet Greaves gets a lot of it, but not enough. I thought he stopped it initially. He did, but hits him and rolls through. You know what? Put the puck in the net, good things happen. It's the old adage, but it works out well for Hershey.
Yeah, it does. And you know what? It just slides through the 7-hole there in between his arm and his body. And, you put pucks in net, you have screens in front. For Greaves not being able to see that puck come all the way through, thankfully he was able to sneak through for Chase Prisky to extend his point streak.
So look at the stats from the first period of play. The Bears do connect on the power play. Cleveland did not score on their lone power play on their side as Hershey outshot the Monsters. Well, they got the music bumping here. I can barely hear you here. They got quite the atmosphere between the top affiliate of the Washington Capitals, the top affiliate of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Hershey's a great hockey town. They're all watching back there, and we're looking forward to a good second period.
Yeah, we are. It's set up for a great second period, and we're set in for a great series here.
Hershey and Cleveland, 2 of the best. They go toe-to-toe. Game 3 continues next.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt. It's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
Let's ride together.
So I can bring any car to Oarsman, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and they'll buy it?
That's what they just said on TV.
Doesn't matter what year, make, or model.
No.
And I can get Kelly Blue Book for it?
More, 125%.
And if I buy a new car, I'll get their buyer's edge with $1,500 in bonus extras?
Yes.
I find that very hard to believe.
Oh.
And don't forget at Oarsman, we'll buy any car. Oarsman, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Let's ride together.
How's the ketchup?
No.
Dad, are you okay?
Yeah, just stressed out.
Oh, and the melody is sounding so much better. I can play it for you. Wait, where's your guitar?
I gave it to your cousin.
What? That guitar's like your favorite thing.
I don't need it anymore. Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
Spirit are ready to roll.
Spring into action with Monumental Sports Network. Watch world-class soccer stars battle it out on the pitch.
Down, Kingsbury's got it.
With live coverage of the Washington Spirit.
Spirit lead.
Kick off the season right here. And stream live on Monumental Sports Network.
Second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank.
Cleveland has hosted some big events this year. The Eastern Conference Finals are just one of them. The Women's Final Four was here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse earlier this year, and WWE SummerSlam over at the football stadium across the street in a couple months. The Guardians at home just across the parking lot, taking on the Kansas City Royals tonight. Downtown Cleveland is rocking. This is a great hockey town. The Barons franchise before, so historic. The Monsters, as Lake Erie won the Cup in 2016. They beat the Bears then, but right now Hershey trying to go up 3-0 in this best-of-7 Eastern Conference Finals series. We're underway with period number 2 as the two teams switch sides. Hershey's Chase Prisky, the defenseman, with a power play goal, the lone scoring in the first period. Kudos to our producer, Ed Albert, the crew in Cleveland for their hospitality. Hunter Shepard with a turnover behind the net. A couple puck handling issues this series for him. Puck comes to the left point. A wrist shot knocked down in front of Shepard. Wide of the goal with Gaudette dumped into the ice. McElrath laying the boom behind the goal too is Aaron Ness. Down on all fours, the veteran Hershey blue liner. Sweezy shot blocked away by Triniev. And 40 seconds of the period, Hershey to center. Riley Sutter over the blue line, has it right wing. Quickly closed upon, couldn't shoot. And with his teammates making a change defensively, he'll turn it behind the net. Blue liner Jake Massey in beneath the goal line. Hardy Habanachtel was hurt. Massey's came in. Heavy hit on Henrik Rabinski behind the goal by Gaudette. We talked about the first period. We're picking right up where we left off. It is hit or be hit.
Yeah, it's been a physical start to this game so far. You know, we've seen that coming from both sides, so it's a heads-up game here. You know, you got to be on your toes a little bit and you know, pick your head up when you make a play.
Face off to the right of Hunter Shepard. That's the voice of former Hershey Bears captain Garrett Mitchell. Former Regina Pat in the Western League. One game in the NHL with the Washington Capitals. Also most recently played in Rockford in the Chicago Blackhawks organization. Joining us on the broadcast this year after a fantastic career, Todd Sanowski, Fox 43 Sports Director's Ice Sign. I'm Zach Fish, bringing you the action. Hershey Bears playoff hockey. Great to have you along on the NHL Network and Monumental Sports Network in D.C. on our Fox 43 coverage. Mirostachenko failed clear. It comes to Sillinger on the left wing for Cleveland. Centering pass sticked out by Shepard and out of play for a whistle. For those listening as well, this is simulcast broadcast. Those are the Bears Radio Network as well as the Capitals Radio Network. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification for the 2024 Eastern Conference Final.
Harris.
So a power play goal by Hershey has them in front, but it's the Monsters threatening in the early moments of this second period. Josh Dunn off the face-off, knocks it behind the goal. The alternate captain looks to press down as the puck comes free. To Dylan McElrath behind his own net. Frank tipped to the line, not out. Pearson guns to the goal. High and wide of Shepard's glove as Snively will clear to center for Hershey. LaPierre hooked up, but bites it off. Still with the puck. Hendricks, LaPierre with it. Future star in Washington. Dylan McElrath on the right wing. The veteran rear guard who in his 700th professional game this past year gets the puck behind the net to Frank, who threw it off the skirt of the goal. Tried to knock it free to the front of the net. Bumped away from him and cleared back to center. Where Ness will go for a skate in his own zone. Alex Whalen hard on the forecheck, took it away, but McElrath came over to help out. Dunn was wide open in front. Ness is taking a beating here tonight. Vecchione though, 3-on-3 over the blue line. Hits Limoges and he overskated it. And up ice the other way, Fix Wolanski. Down the left wing, he's in, he shoots it. Logan Day with a great play to get back and use his stick to put it up and out of play.
Yeah, that is a great day great job, I should say, by Logan Day to get back. You know, he's able to get just enough of that Fix Wolanski shot, put that up over the net above Hunter Shepard.
Trey Fix-Wolanski rushing down the left wing, and he's not the guy you want to leave open if you're Hershey. Well, he has just one goal in the playoffs, 26 and 60 points in the regular season. An AHL second-team All-Star for the second time in his fantastic American League career. Like many on this Cleveland roster, did get time in the NHL this season. 11 games for Columbus, where he had 2 goals and 3 points. Face-off won by Hershey. Mike Vecchione to Huntington, gave away at the line. Malatesta shot wide to Shepard. Springboards off the backboards behind the Hershey net. Cleveland comes up with a Malatesta. Turned away by Shepard. James Malatesta with a shot. Hunter Shepard is there to make his 8th save of the game. Bears bring the puck in. Good save by Greaves, but it wouldn't have counted. Stick was slashed by Alex Limoges, and a penalty call on Hershey. And you had a feeling Cleveland might have some calls go against him. You know, it's the Monsters that are going to the box here. I'll The Bears had the puck with that opportunity there, Garrett. What did I miss?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I wasn't sure. I was a little bit confused. I thought that was going, against Hershey, put Hershey to the penalty kill. But we're going to get to see another opportunity here on the power play. I'd like to see them get a little bit higher here. I'd like to see Ethan Frank be able to roll down the hill just a little bit more and pull himself a little bit outside of the zone so he's hitting that space with speed coming down.
Ethan Frank is now on the left side of the ice for this face-off for Hershey with the draw. Dug free. Riley Sutter is out there now on the power play for the Bears. Remember, Pierre Dubé banged up, puck up high earlier in the game. Keep an eye out if he's able to return. Center point, Snively snaps the shot, deflected down, wide agrees. So Sutter getting some power play time in place of Dubé. Puck on the right wing. LaPierre with it. 1-0 leaders. The power play goal. Hershey looks for more. Frank's one-timer. Greaves the save. The rebound rolled wide. They've gone back to Frank from the left circle, which is normal position. He's got it again on a bouncing puck with Sutter knocked down in front. Ethan Frank along the boards. Right wing side. Gets the puck. LaPierre. Doesn't get wide of the goal. It will clear itself out to center. So they deviate a bit on the power play with a different look with Sutter out there. Bears change it. Snively flying in, trying to go end-to-end. His shot rockets up and out of play. Off the stick, and good-looking opportunity for the Bears. Goes by the wayside, but still an offensive zone face-off with 1:10 left on the McCown slashing minor.
Yeah, I think that the best part about Hershey's offensive ability is that you can flip-flop that power play. You can move Ethan Frank from rolling downhill on his forehand side. To put him back to a spot that he was so familiar with throughout the year. So, it's just a little, in-game change. It doesn't mean that they won't go right back to it, here again.
Off the face-off, the puck comes free back to center and cleared all the way down. And back behind the net, the puck picked up by Chase Prisky for Hershey, the Bears goal scorer, center right. So Pierre Dubé not on the Bears bench right now after taking a puck up high in the first period. Didn't see him return for the first, don't see him for the second. Something to keep an eye on. No official designation from the Bears athletic training staff and Bears PR yet. Stick lost by Huntington, cleared to center. The power play stalled a bit as Hershey goes back to neutral with 4 minutes, 10 seconds gone in period 2. Rowe over the blue line on the left wing. Lane to the net, he'll drop it back, Vecchione. Pass miss Huntington. Just a little bit off right now for Hershey along the near boards. Vecchione trying to dig it free, does for a moment, but cleared. Cleveland doing a good job on the penalty kill. Keep this a 1-0 deficit.
Yeah, and Cleveland's a team, Todd Nelson talked about it pregame, but Cleveland's a team that they really block a lot of shots, and they're going to make you put it past their first guy. So look to the Bears to try to move that first puck through and get that first shot on net.
Prisky with it left circle, late in the power play. Got it from Mirosnichenko. Up high to Nest. A late penalty call on Cleveland. Mirosnichenko shot stopped by Greaves. The rebound touched up. Mirosnichenko cross check down in front. That's where the penalty is for. And Sutter coming in. Better make sure to watch it here. Standing up for his teammate. Doesn't want to take a penalty that would negate the power play. Another call on Cleveland, who's had a hard time staying out of the penalty box here.
Yeah, and I hope they don't end up evening this back up on Riley Sutter there. But Zabrol's trying to do that, and that's exactly what happens there. He's able to throw that extra cross check in. They might give him 4 and 2. Yeah, they do even it back up. Oh no, we should the Bears should be on a power play here. It looks like Zabrol got a roughing and a cross check. They'll put Sutsi in it, so it should say 5 on. Yeah, it should say 5 on 4.
So still a power play for Hershey. And it looks like Zaboral's extra penalty on the board. And down ice level. We'll check in a little bit later with Todd Sadowski and get a look at maybe some differences on the power play. He joins us here coming up in a little bit, but another offensive zone draw for the Bears. Fans getting frustrated, but Hershey, a lot of stick infractions against Cleveland in game 1 and 2. We talk about the Bears' speed. We talk about how good they were in the first 40 minutes of game 1 when Cleveland only had 8 shots in the first 40 minutes. They had to take some of those penalties, but that wasn't the battle in front of the goal. A little bit too much, so Hershey goes back to the man advantage.
Yeah, no, they do, but look to see if they flip-flop this. It looks like off of this right now that you might see Ethan Frank coming downhill on his forehand side. And like I talked about, that's the dynamics of be able to make those in-game adjustments to your power play.
Well, Sutter in the box. They put big-bodied Bogdan Trinyev out there, the 4th-round draft pick in his first year in North America. Gets some power play time. Frank from the right circle with it. Hope to get another one on the power play and make it count. Leading 1-0. 5 minutes gone, second period. Game 3. LaPierre behind the net, gets the puck on the right wing. Cross to Frank from the left circle. Snively up top in his feet. LaPierre sweeps to the goal, but wide the net it goes and clear to the left point. Snively nearly falling over. Great hustle to keep it in. Limoges to Frank. Tracked from behind. Couldn't force it to the net. So lead for Snively. Joe Snively, the Virginia native. 3 of them on the Bears roster. To Frank along the left half board. Snively to LaPierre. Sees the pass on his backhand. Looks to the goal, instead dishes off to another Virginia native in Limoges. Snively to LaPierre. 45 gone to the power play. Hendricks LaPierre looking for a lane. The Monsters very passive on their penalty kill. Snively to LaPierre to Frank left side. He shoots and scores! Frank powers it through. His 8th goal of the playoffs. He beats Greaves, and Hershey takes a 2-0 lead.
What a shot by Ethan Frank, and even a better pass by Hendricks LaPierre through the seam there. We talked about how passive they are. Cleveland ends up eyeing up and having both forwards in an I formation, and that gives Hendricks LaPierre that seam through to Ethan Frank, and Ethan Frank puts that right underneath the bar, and an unbelievable shot by him.
8th goal of the playoffs for Ethan Frank. He just rips that up and in. And you looked on the replay, the Reese's replay there, over Greaves, who didn't even know it was past him. Last year, Hershey's leading goal scorer in a run that went all the way to Game 7. The last game in North America was Connor McMichael. The cap center iceman was 6. Frank's already got 8. This is Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This was after he had 30 goals as a rookie last season, just 2 in the playoffs, so coming back with vengeance this year. 2-0, the Bears in front. And we know no lead is safe if you're Hershey. Cleveland has come back from a 2-goal deficit in the final 123 of a game and come back from a 1-goal deficit late in the game as well. So the Monsters know that they can come back, but they're sick of being in this spot. Don's on the dump in. Shepard will steer it aside with his goal stick right to Garrett Rowe. And Hershey looks to break to center. Rowe in the feet of Vecchione. At times Hershey's passing has just been a bit off. Allows the Monsters to gain entry, and Pearson's drive kicked out by Shepard. Got a piece of it. Goes off the outside of the net in the process too. Cleveland up the left half board. Samuel Carrasco with it. The defenseman plays to Alex Whalen. Powers to the goal and shoots and scores. Alex Whalen wheels it to the net. He cashes in on a quick wrist shot to put Cleveland on the board. Whalen's 4th of the playoffs. They're on their feet here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Whalen's able to get through Mike Vecchione there and roll across the top, and he makes a great shot there on the blocker side of Hunter Shepard, and we're a 2-1 game here now.
Whalen able to snap that puck in and finds a little bit of room, startling Shepard to give Cleveland some life. So up 2-0. The Bears in control, and good work by the Monsters. Here's a shot from Whalen with Rowe trying to track him. And it beats Shepard past the blocker.
Yeah, they got Dunn standing in front there, providing a screen there on Hunter Shepard. And, like I said, Whalen's able to slide that through and make a heck of a shot there on the blocker side.
A net issue being repaired behind goaltender Jet Greaves. Well, the Monsters have found the back of the net to make this a 1-goal game. So 2-1 now, and that's a big one there for Cleveland. They're getting frustrated. The call's going against you. You're thinking things might be derailing. You got to get the home crowd going, and Alex Whalen does that. He's been a real nice pickup. He was acquired last year in a trade from the Rangers organization. Came over and really has fit in well here with Cleveland. He picked up 7 goals in the regular season. It's a guy that spent time in the ECHL this year. Proof that when opportunity comes calling, you better make sure that you're ready.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's one thing about playing through the minor leagues. When you have an opportunity, whether it's getting into the lineup for a game or you never know who's out there. So for Whalen to make the most of it, it's great to see. It's great to see teams using all 3 leagues and really starting to develop players.
1 minute, 10 seconds after Frank made it a 2-0 game for Hershey. Whalen responds for Cleveland. It's 2-1 now in favor of the Bears. Elsewhere in the Western Conference Finals, it's 1-0 Coachella Valley over Milwaukee. Looking to go up 3-0 in that series, much like the Bears are here. Pass did make it to Prisky at the point. Cleveland with some pressure to center. Thinks Wolansky trying to roll in. Shepard will play it out to center as he wisely clears it through the layers of traffic, with pressure coming from the guys in the black and blue sweaters. Frank Skoll made it 2-0 on the power play from Lapierre and Snively. Wayland's fourth from Canasco and done at 6:55. McCown from the left side corner for Cleveland. Hunter McCown will play it to the right wing boards. Juracek shot fought off by Shepard, and he's got it and no rebound. Quick start to this second period. Both teams with a goal. Hershey still ahead by 1. Rough stuff continues. Massey, Malatesta going at it. We'll step aside. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern.
Experts in harnessing technological innovations to improve financial stewardship. As a veteran-owned small business, we are powered by our core values of service to others, leadership, diversity, dependability, integrity, and grit for the welfare, defense, and security of our nation. Visit us at BlakeWilsonGroup.com.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. Or get $4,000 purchase cash on this Sierra. We are professional grade GMC.
/admissions.
2-1 in favor of Hershey. We're tuned into Hershey Bears hockey, and welcome to our viewers on the Monumental Sports Network in DC, as well as NHL Network all across North America. Bears fans, stick around on our radio show following the game, post-game for the Kenny Smith Player of the Game. And we're giving all season the Bear that has the best impact on the game. Good luck to all from York Mitsubishi. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue in York. Visit them at yorkmitsubishi.com, where Mitsubishi's always cost less. Also, hello to the official Bears watch party at Aruga's in Hubbletown, cheering the Bears to a hopeful Game 3 victory tonight. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell, Todd Sadowski with you. 3 cheers to the crew here in Cleveland, the Fox 43 guys behind the scenes for their excellent work as always. Monsters off the draw. Juracek shot sticked out by Shepard. And Cleveland really threatening here after getting that last goal, Garrett.
Yeah, they are. You talk about a team that just doesn't quit. You know, we've seen that through the first 2 games here. It's not a team that's just going to roll over and go away. So, you know, for the Bears, just keep going and you know, understand that it's you know, it's a long game and you've got an opportunity here.
Eric Dubé is back wearing extra protection on the face. Looks like he's got a full bubble on out there on the ice after being hit in the face with a puck earlier. This is first shift back, creating some havoc. Hershey in the offensive zone to Dubé. Game 2 hero, knocked away from him, back to center. Huntington defends in his own zone to get the puck to blue liner Vincent Iorio. 11 minutes, 25 seconds to go, nearly halfway through here in the second period. And in this game, pivotal game number 3. Bears can take a 3-0 series lead. Monsters can cut the lead in half with 2 more at home as Hershey ices the puck. Again, if you're watching on the NHL Network, you're unfamiliar with AHL playoffs. This is a 2-3-2 playoff series. So 2 games were in Hershey, games 1 and 2. Games 3, 4, and 5 in Cleveland. And the series shifts back to home ice for the Bears for 6 and 7 if necessary.
Yeah, you know, that's a huge advantage for the Bears, winning those first 2 at home. Obviously both in overtime, but you know, to come in here in Cleveland and really take you know, the ability for Cleveland to play at their home ice, you know, that's a great job by the Bears capitalizing at home.
Miroshnichenko with a good chance. The puck rolling on him. He settled it, ripped it wide of the net. Ivan Miroshnichenko, cancer survivor, just 20 years of age. Future is bright. Split time with Washington and Hershey this year. He's having a fantastic playoffs with 5 goals. Really settling in nicely at the AHL level. Could not get the puck deep, taken from him, Zuboro. He'll drive it in offensively for Cleveland. Day knocks it down the stick to the Hershey blue liner, punches it away, and it's picked up. Henrik Rabinski 3-on-3 up ice. To the center, down the left wing to Rabinski. Puts the brakes on, flings it topside. Ashley to Prisky, who opened the scoring. Off the backboards, wide, thrown in front, Juan agrees. Wrap around through the crease from Rubinski to Trinea, but he fanned on the shot from the top hash mark. Little collision in front. Sutter on top of the goaltender, Greaves, but the Monsters breaking out instead, and one-handed in from Sillinger. Hard in the boards by Sillinger. Readjusts the brain bucket after being pelted there. Trinea up to neutral off the feet of Rubinski as both teams finishing their hits. Monsters particularly of late. Done in. Goes down easy. Massey gave him a shove. Hershey ahead with Rubinski. But he could not grab hold of that puck.
Yeah, the physicality in this game, Zach, is, it's been there since the start of it. And, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon here.
McElrath lost his stick on the dump, and he'll recover it as LaPierre to Frankel on the boards. Fans wanted a call on Dunn being taken down by Massey, but looked like incidental contact to me. McElrath at center to Ethan Frank with a goal in this period. Is Snively darting in, lane to the net. He shoots big. Turned out by Greaves down on the ice. He says no. Joe Snively nearly made this a 3-1 game. LaPierre on the keep it. Throws it behind the goal. Hershey's Aaron Ness will change instead. Back at center. Frank's stick being held, and he's working over Dunn. He lost his stick in the process. Both players could have got a penalty there. Monsters fans are unhappy, but Frank was tangled up. Dunn wouldn't let go of his stick. Officials say play on each way.
Yeah, there's not much Ethan Frank could have done in that situation. Dunn had his stick and wasn't going to let it go.
Good steal, Iorio over the blue line to Dubé. Slap for the net, knocked down, but it came towards Limoges. Hopped his stick. With 8:35 left in the second period, now it's the Bears taking back over offensively. Huntington wide on Savozzo, powers to the net, a left-hand save by Greaves, and here comes Cleveland. Juracek joining the play. Fakes Wolanski over the blue line, has Malatesta in the slot. Doesn't shoot it, now does, and Shepard, a glove save and no rebound as Dubé. Malatesta going at it in the corner. Limoges and Dunn back behind the play, and we're going to have at least one penalty call out of this.
Yeah, you talk about the rough stuff, physical play. It sets the stage here. It's been all night. It's been right from the start of the game. Looks like, Dubé might have one here, just a single penalty of the Bears.
So it evens out in the end. 8:19 to go in the second. We'll take a break. 2-1 Hershey. This is the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
So you made some money. Want to make it do more? Make it do more than more. With Robinhood Gold, you can make your money do the most. Make your cash do 5% APY. That's a lot. At 8 times the national average. That's bigger than big. That's huge. Make your money make more money. That makes more money. Make your money do the most. Get Robinhood Gold and make your cash earn 5% APY. Join today and get your first 30 days free.
Eric Dubé in the penalty box. Looks like the only call for now. 2-1 Hershey here in Game 3 with 8:19 in the second. Let's send it ice level to Fox 43's Todd Sadowski.
It is easy to lose track of the puck, guys. There's so much going on away from it. The refs could have picked and choose a couple of guys. Limoges and Dunn were really wrestling around way behind the play. And for anybody that's new to the Bears that are watching to see their prospects, and you mentioned Ivan Miroshnichenko, watch him play away from the puck. He's not just scoring, he's not just doing things offensively, he's drawing a lot of penalties, including the one that led to the first goal. That was a double minor.
He is a guy that's going to be a big part of the Capitals. Might be a full-timer next year, might split time, but right now, his services won't be needed. It's Pierre Dubé in the box for the rough after the play, so Cleveland goes back to work on the man advantage. And in this game, the Bears 2 for 5 on the power play. The Monsters' second try on the man advantage tonight. as they sit at 0 for 1. So Dubé off with the extra facial protection. They call him for roughing as Trey Fix-Wolansky looks to walk it in behind the net. Up the near boards, rolled back to the blue line. Bjork with it, bobbled it, but keeps it in. Carson Meyer led the team in power play goals with 6 in the regular season. Not available, injured in Columbus at the end of the regular season. Not on Cleveland's roster. Bjork with it on the right wing. Center point, Savozo. Fix-Wolansky looking for a lane. Cutting the middle, shooting and scoring. Trey Fix-Wolansky, a power play goal hit between the legs of Shepard. And the Monsters have tied this game at 2 here in the second.
Yeah, it looked like that one could have been tipped there, Zach, in front of Hunter Shepard. You know, it looked like it might have gone off of, a Bears defenseman and went down through the legs of Hunter Shepard.
Look on our Reese's replay, the slow-mo, the shot from Fix-Wolansky, and that puck goes down and through the 5-hole as Shepard, who is fairly deep in his crease. And Fix-Wolansky, who had been held off the board in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. You knew it was only a matter of time. He scored in game number 1. He scored in game number 3. The all-time leader in goals, assists, points, power play goals, game winners. And Cleveland Monsters history has drawn his team level from down 2-0 to 2-2. They've been the comeback kids late. They've come back from a 2-goal deficit with 2 in a row here in the middle frame. Hand pass called on Hershey with 7:31 left in the second. And it's not a surprise, really. This Cleveland team works hard. They stick around. They're a very good hockey club. And Hershey took that 2-0 lead on the power play, but now they got to get back to work 5-on-5 and do what they've done so well, and why they had a historic season, the best in the Bears' 86-year history.
Yeah, and I think playing a 5-on-5 game here, I'm sure you listen to Todd Nelson talk. Let's get back playing 5-on-5. We're great 5-on-5. We know what we can do playing against a team 5-on-5. Just stick with it.
So Fix-Wolansky has it 2-2. With a lot of time left in this one. Turn it into a real good game here in Cleveland. Mateau's shot deflected wide of Shepard. Stefan Mateau to the goal. Miro Stachenko, 1-on-3, gets it out to center. Logan Day will retrieve it and leave it over the blue line. Facchioni, Miro Stachenko. That puck knuckled on him. Didn't get a lot on it. Launched it wide of the goal. Saboril out of his own zone. Traded at the deadline for Andrew Peak. Brings it in offensively with a wrist shot wide of Shepard. And it clears off the backboards all the way to neutral ice. Sillinger in his own zone for Cleveland. An errant pass picked off by Prisky. And it's center for Hershey. Bears dumping in. They go back to work with Triniev throwing his weight around. But it's the Monsters to center ice. And Sillinger on the drop in behind the Hershey net. Nasty hit by Pucha. But the Bears have the puck. Oh, Prisky. Lapierre, beg your pardon, lucky there. Fanned on the clear out. Luckily, has teammates to help get it down the ice. Pinsky behind the net, could not take it away from Konasco. And Cleveland to neutral ice. Long changes in the second period. The Bears have their top line over the boards with Snively looking to bump to the middle. Big job. Bonds is in. He shoots a low shot. Some deception there. Snapped it to net. Shepard able to knock it aside with his stick and leg pad. Wrap around through the crease wide by Gons. And it's the Monsters all over the Bears here. Up here, could not get the puck out, and his body got a piece of it beneath the goal line. Sillinger, centering pass eaten alive by Prisky. Savvy defensive play by the former Charlotte checker, and up the near wing, Hershey unable to get it out again. Juracek to the middle of the ice, puck bounces loose, and Shepard the save right there in front. No one was able to find it until Pucha banged it to the net. Here comes Frank the other way though. Step down the right wing, Frank to the net. He shoots, Greaves looking around, but he's got it. Makes the save, and the Monsters clear. What action here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. 2-2 at 5:15 left in the second.
Yeah, really back and forth here, Zach. It's, really changing chances on either side.
Shepard, a save with the right pad on the wrist shot. He will smother, and we will step aside. Trey Fix-Wolansky is tied it at 2. The Monsters fans feeling it. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. Join today for only $24.99 a month.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah,
crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on Rogue, one of 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
With a Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. Join today for only $24.99 a month.
The second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orr's Down Bank. Dream big. Bank smart. Along with producer Ed Albert. Garrett Mitchell next to me in the booth here. Tonsanowski ice side. It's a 2-2 game. Hershey took a 2-0 lead on the power play. Prisky at 12:43 of the first. Then Frank here at 5:45 of the second. But Alex Whalen scoring at 6:55 for Cleveland, even strength. Making a 1-goal game. Fix-Wolanski on the power play at 12:17 has the goal that has drawn us level.
I think right now, Zach, it's take a deep breath here if you're Hershey. I think Cleveland's really kind of started to turn it on after, tying the game back up and, stick with it.
Here's a steal. Fix-Wolanski, the net from Malatesta, as Aaron Ness is down in discomfort, crawling in front of his own net. He's in some serious pain, having to gut it out. Fix-Wolanski's shot blocked on the way as Ness remains doubled over. Long way away from his bench, but a steal. Huntington to center to McElrath, trying to get it forward. Malatesta knocks it back in, and Ness, maybe a leg and a half right now, plays it behind the goal, bracing for impact, and they're trying to hobble off. Huntington in, over the blue line. Stick handles it forward. 2-2 game. Jimmy Huntington back on the net to Trinier, who spins and shoots, and a save by Greaves. And no rebound from Jack Greaves on that wrist shot. As we check in ice level with our own Tonsanowski with 4:13 left in an even game in the second.
Well, we're heading towards second intermission, and when you get into this kind of atmosphere, it helps to have a close-knit team. The Bears are certainly that. Great mix of veterans and young prospects. Had a chance to talk to them about sticking together on and off the ice. We'll also talk with the voice of the Capitals, John Walton. We'll have a news game break for our Fox 43 viewers. And then, of course, Zach and Garrett. You got a lot to talk about from this second period.
Off the draw, shot goes wide of the goal, and Day will put it to the net. To the far boards, Mike Vecchione is after it. When it's knocked away to center. Roman is shot with it. As Mateau joining. Flips the puck in behind the net where it's picked up by Iorio. On the boards to the right point. York with it. Where it's knocked down. Aaron Rowe has it for Hershey. Setting his point streak. It's tapped in by Vecchione, but couldn't get it past Zaboral. Comes loose. Miroslnichenko's bomb on net. Greaves is there, and no rebound from the Cleveland goaltender, Jack Greaves. Been good in this one. The undrafted free agent out of Cambridge, Ontario. That one sticks to him.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Miro. He's a guy that can really rip the puck. We talked about that earlier in the first period there on the power play, but that's a great little play there off the wall. Maybe a little bit of a fortunate bounce off the stick of Mike Vecchione, but Miroshnichenko was able to really walk right into that and put a great shot on net.
Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender. Greaves with the Bears. Trying to find some offense right now late in the period and turn the tides back their direction. After Cleveland has rattled off 2 in a row. Rubinski on the draw win for Hershey. To the line, Trinier, that shot blocked by Whalen. He's been all over it, cleared the center with the Monsters. Pearson over the blue line. Weaving in, last circle. Rolled off his tape, but thrown to the net and just missed Whalen. And the Bears up ice the other way, charging ahead. Sutter over the blue line. Comes to the slot. Puck rolled away from him. Now here comes Cleveland. Once again, we go end-to-end. Fire wagon hockey with Pearson. Parking last circle, and the Bears break it up. End-to-end we go, and either team gets a shot out of all that.
Yeah, that's something that the Bears don't want to get into. You don't want to get into a track meet, especially when you're on the road. Just play simple. Understand that it doesn't have to be made right away. Make the smart play and understand you can play with the puck.
Monsters in offensive territory. They give it away to McElrath, though. To center ice, Huntington. Back to McElrath. Sends it left wing, Miroshnichenko. Leaves for Limoges. Plenty of room. He shoots and scores! Alex Limoges, short side. wide, and Hershey regains the lead. Late in the second, they're up 3-2.
Yeah, it's great to see Limoges back on the score sheet there. He does so much away from the puck, and it all starts with Dylan McElrath through the neutral zone. He's able to step up and make a great play. To Miroshnichenko, and a little bump to the middle for Limoges, and he has all the time to walk right down the slot. Makes a great shot there, blocker side on Greaves.
His third goal of the playoffs. That puck was wobbling a little bit on the entry. Limoges was able to walk in, plenty of room. He makes no mistake. 3-2 Bears. Aaron Ness was trying to gut it out on the bench. He's headed down to the tunnel right now for Hershey. And not seeing Kieran Dubé on the bench either as well. I think he may have gone back to the dressing room. Remember, he was wearing that extra facial protection, came out, took a penalty, and might be in some more discomfort. So the Bears bench a little short right now. Most importantly, they are up 3-2.
Yeah, that gives guys opportunities to play. The Bears have been through it all season with, the depth. We talked about that earlier on in the pregame show. So, it's an opportunity for a guy to step up, and, there's going to be some guys playing some bigger minutes here tonight.
Dylan McElrath helped make that entire play out from his own zone to center, and it goes to Limoges, who makes it a 3-2 Hershey lead. Monsters, one too many passes. McCown couldn't handle, and hightailed to center where Frank is after it, using his speed, but not quick enough to negate an icing. With 2:31 left in the second, elsewhere in the American Hockey League, Coachella Valley up 3-0 right now over the Milwaukee Admirals. That game is in the first period. Firebirds looking to take a 3-0 series lead. And right now they go into Milwaukee and they are blitzing the Admirals, who don't have an answer.
Yeah, and Milwaukee's a team they have not lost at home, so far this playoffs. So, that's a great Coachella team. Obviously, we saw them last year in the finals, so looking to repeat it again.
Shot wide to Shepard. The Monsters have done a good job clogging up the vision of the Hershey goaltender. The shots are 22-16 in favor of the Bears in this game. Pearson off the boards. Good job by Frank to break it up. Now to center. Looks to break it ahead. At the line. Gets it out a second time to Snively. Pulls up along the left point. Chips it in deep behind the goal. Rolled away from Frank. And the Monsters get possession back. And hoist it out to the defensive end, where Prisky, who opened the scoring for Hershey, has it. Prisky up the middle. That tipped and knocked down, but he'll get it back. And Chase Prisky with the puck. Leads for Logan Day. Rolls it forward to Rowe. Sends it in. Behind the net, Zaboral. Here's the footsteps. Rowe took it away from it. Miroshnichenko gets it. Slot to Prisky. Hit his own man, Vecchione. Gets it back. Miroshnichenko down low. He scores! Through the 5-hole. Ivan Miroshnichenko. Back-to-back goals for Hershey. 1:37 left in the second. They've taken a 4-2 lead.
What patience by Miroshnichenko there. He gets that puck easily, could have fired it right away. He makes that extra move, open up, screens his legs, and slides it right through the 5-hole. On a great little pass to the middle there from Mike Vecchione.
Well done by that man, number 65 in the middle of your screen, Garrett Rowe. Jakub Zaboral has played a lot of games in the National Hockey League. Goes back for the puck behind the net, and Garrett Rowe just scoots right into him, takes it away, makes it all happen, and Miroshnichenko's got a multi-point game, and the Bears are back up by 2 once again. I mean, you talk about 5-on-5, wanting to play that way, take the game over. They have once more. Rubinski on the re-entry, looking for another one late in the period. The fourth line, they will get the work boots on. Pass off the stick of Gaudin. Cleveland with a heavy hit there on Rubinski. He is down, and that is going to be a penalty. Smoked at the blue line. The Bears bench was up in arms, and the officiating crew, Bo Halkitis, has gotten the penalty called. Another power play for Hershey, and you hope Rubinski's all right, as he's slow to get to his feet right now.
Yeah, that's an elbow right to Rubinski's, right to his cheek there. There might be a talk about something extra here, but that's an elbow right to the face.
They can't look at that replay here, so the call on the ice got to be what it is. They cannot review penalties, but the officials can get together. And that was Billy Sweezy, who was a very, very tough player. He walks the line, but that right there, proof in the video. That's an elbow to the head. And the penalty time has not been put up on the clock yet. The officials are conferring right now with what could be a critical game-changing call. already up 4-2. Will this be a major power play for the Bears, or will it just be a minor? Looks like it's just 2 on Sweezy, who frankly is lucky he has not been thrown out of this game, at least from that one angle we were shown.
Yeah, and that could be something that's looked at afterwards. But at the same time, that's a dangerous play. You never like to see a guy take one up high, in the cheek. There's nothing wrong with finishing your check there, but that one's high, right up in Rubinski's face.
Bears lead 4-2, but right now they're down 3 skaters on the bench, and head trainer Sean Fleazar accompanied Rubinski to the bench there to make sure he was all right, heading down the tunnel right now. 1:09 in the period. See who can return for the third. Off the draw win. Hershey with the puck. Joe Snively with it. Power play 2 for 5 on the man advantage. Looking to go up by 3. Sweezy off for an elbow. Limoges screening in front. Bears looking to really take this game over. Shot tipped down, knocked to the goal off the paddock crease and wide of the net. Looking to dig the puck free as Frank Cleveland will clear it to center ice. And a shot ahead to Sillinger, who taps it in offensively. 5 forwards out for Hershey. Snively behind the net. A rough ride to Sillinger. Falls over twice. Frank's in with it. Runs and guns down the wing. Gets it across Lapierre. A big save sliding over Greaves to his right. 30 in the period. One-timer Snively. He scores! Joe Snively! His first goal of the playoffs. The Bears blitzing the Monsters. They have a 5-2 lead here in Game 3.
We talk about how lethal that power play is, and it just goes to show you, Snives with an unbelievable one-timer over the glove hand of Greaves. And you can't give the Hershey Bears too many power plays. They're just too lethal. There's too many different options on that power play.
Joe Snively, who had 14 goals in the regular season, was the Bears' leading point getter with 59. You knew he would not be denied long enough. 5-2 Hershey in the Bears field, and we look forward to hearing from whoever Todd Sadowski picks from downstairs. Pick your poison. It was 2-0 Hershey. And then it became 2-2. Now they've gone up 5-2. 4 goals here in the second period. The Cleveland's due. 10 seconds left in the frame. McElrath the hit. They can't quite get it out. Mirostinchenko on the knockdown. One last hit, and that is it for the second. Cleveland has been the comeback kids all series long. They've already come back from a 2-0 deficit, but this their toughest task in this series. Down by 3 in Game 3, heading into the third with the Bears 20 minutes away from taking a dominating lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Not there yet, but Todd Nelson's squad a little banged up, hoping they can pull away in this third period and settle this to go to Game 4 ahead by a trio of games in this series, Garrett.
Yeah, I know they have, and hopefully that there's a couple of guys we're able to see come back, for the third period. Three of the Hershey Bears are, down the tunnel with Sean and the training staff. So you hope they're all okay, and everything is able to be for the third period here.
The second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 was sponsored by Orrstown Bank, your trusted community bank since 19, proud partner of the Bears and their 2024 Calder Cup playoff run. Shots 25 for Hershey, 16 for Cleveland. The Bears continue to be a fantastic offensive team. They had to rely on their goaltending and defense last year. This year they can score. They do it 3 times. Limoges, Mirostinchenko, and Snively. And Alex Limoges is down ice level with our own Todd Sadowski.
Okay, look, they tied up 2-2. That was just an incredible flurry by the guys that you got started to get that lead. Obviously, you don't want this crowd into it. How big was that goal to kind of silence things and start that flurry at the end?
It was huge. They got 2 goals there, and tied game. Feels like they got the momentum. So 5 minutes left in this period. We need to do something to sway in our favor and put ourselves in a good position to start the third.
We've been talking a lot about special teams, but you guys have really been really good 5-on-5. You're trying to stay out of the box, make it a 5-on-5 game here down the stretch.
Yeah, it takes a lot of discipline because they have a good plan, they have a good power play, and we're just trying to take punches right now and try to stay on the man advantage.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of extras after the whistles. You guys got a couple of guys that are dinged up a little bit, going to require a big effort here in the third period.
Yeah, it's the playoffs, so we all need to be bought in, and we can't be taking dumb penalties because they caught us the last 2 games, so now we want to put them away.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate the time, guys. All right, it's a 5-2 lead here, and if you're a goalie, you've seen what Ivan Miroshnichenko can do. He's putting a lot of stuff on tape. That is pretty scary. So, big lead here. We'll see if they can lock it down in the third.
Thank you very much, Todd. 5-2 Hershey, a 3-goal cushion in Game 3, heading into our final stanza. Intermission report to come. Stay with us. Hershey in front. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told him, at Verizon, everyone can get the best deals. Like that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time, it wasn't easy.
35. You're gonna be here forever.
Here's your wireless contract.
Do I need a lawyer for this? Those were hard days.
Representative, switch!
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone, any condition, guaranteed.
I really wish you told me sooner.
I did.
At Sheehy Auto Stores, find the perfect used car today. With over 25 locations, shop the Mid-Atlantic's largest selection of quality, affordable used cars. Choose from over 2,000 vehicles, all makes, all models, backed by our 5-day money-back guarantee. And you always get one easy upfront price. Plus, when you sell or trade your current vehicle, get up to 125% of KBB value. Find your next used car at Sheehy Auto Stores. Shop in-store or online.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
We're back in Cleveland, Ohio. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This is our second intermission report. Now, the Hershey Bears are on the road all week here in Cleveland, and they know it's not going to be easy to pick off a game against this team and this impressive crowd.
I'm really curious to see how the guys react. You know, the guys from last year went through this. Rochester wasn't a fun place to play. Neither was Coachella. It was for the new guys. It'll be a new experience for them. But, we want to go out there and dictate. We can't wait to see what they're going to do. We have to play hard right from the drop of the puck.
Last year's Calder Cup title and this year's regular season success has formed a strong bond for the players that travels well.
An older guy like me, he's not a Capitals player, so my job is just to help the team and help them. And so when you bleed those things together and you have great leadership from the three guys we're in A's right now. We're a close-knit team, and you can see that from when we go to dinners together or just golf together, anything like that outside the rink. It's a team that wants to be together.
It's amazing, we all brothers, we all care for each other, we all, I had a tough time and everyone was talking me, everyone was stick with it, it's gonna come at some point. It's just to be part of this kind of group of guys helps you not even just as a hockey player but as a person too, and it's fun to be part of it.
We'll continue with our second intermission report. After this, you're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
So you made some money. Want to make it do more? Make it do more than more. With Robinhood Gold, you can make your money do the most. Make your cash do 5% APY. That's a lot. At 8 times the national average, that's bigger than big. That's huge. Make your money make more money. That makes more money. Make your money do the most. Get Robinhood Gold and make your cash earn 5% APY. Join today and get your first 30 days free.
Wizards District Gaming is playing live at District E, and you won't want to miss it. Come see the 2K action in person as Wizards District Gaming protects the district against the best teams in the NBA 2K League. The trash talk will be loud, and the 2K will be as intense as ever. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to District E, where you can be a part of the action. Scan the QR code to get your tickets.
We're back at Rocket Mortgage Field House here in Cleveland, Ohio. There's been a lot of loud music, a lot of Hershey Bears goals at the end of the second period, which means not a lot of smiles on the faces of a very big crowd here that are disappointed to this point, John.
Yeah, it's been a strange game in the sense of the Bears have dominated special teams. They get a couple of power play goals. Cleveland, as they have the entire series, comes back, gets the game tied, and you felt all the momentum in this building happening. And then 3 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And a goal from Alex Limoges, for me, that could end up defining this series. If the Bears end up winning tonight and have a chance to close it out here 2 nights from now, the Limoges goal might be the one we all look back on.
Well, I was down there on that side right in front of the net. Demoralizing look on the faces of the Monsters after Limoges put that in. And then Miro on top of that to make it 4-2. I think that's when they just kind of lost all discipline and, hey, we got to start baiting the guys again, whatever. I think they're trying to feel something out there that they can beat the Bears. And it's not 5-on-5, that's for sure.
Ivan Miroshnichenko is having himself a night here in Cleveland, a goal and a couple of assists. He's looked great doing it. His shoot-first mentality I love, and from a Washington perspective, we saw a little bit at the NHL level what he can do. But Todd, since coming back down here, he has found a different level in these playoffs. He and Ethan Frank and Hendrix Lapierre are leading the charge, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
And I mentioned earlier in the report, watch him away from the puck, too. I mean, he's really learning a lot. Still needs to work on the sticks around the edges on the boards, but that's going to come, that development. Okay, so now it's 5-2. It's been hectic, just chaotic at the end of the third periods in games 1 and 2. Use whatever adjective you want to throw in there. They got to lock this thing down. It's a little bit more comfortable of a lead, 5-2, but that doesn't make it easy to finish off the Monsters here.
It is the biggest lead that anybody has had in this series so far. A 3-goal lead for the Bears going into the third. Cleveland has owned the third period in game 2 and largely owned it in game 1 as well. So I'm sure Todd Nelson is telling them right now, look, with what happened at Giant Center in the third period, do not think that these guys are done. Put your foot to the floor, make this your best period, win it going away, and get ready for game 4. Try to be up 3 games tonight.
The Monsters are going to try and irritate them, try and get them in the box, and there's a couple of guys that are hurt. We'll see how many guys have to stay on the ice extra time coming up here in the third.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on Rogue, one of 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
Wow, you guys did great with this place.
Yeah, and it was easy to buy with all the help we got from Navy Federal Credit Union.
I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
So what's shaking?
Nothing. Nothing's shaking.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA, MCO.
Capital One Arena is the capital of entertainment for all the best concerts and shows to hit the DMV. From heart-pounding music to show-stopping performances, Capital One Arena has it all. Check out some of the shows coming this month. TXT, Aventura, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Fade, Janae Aiko. Visit CapitalOneArena.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals on Fox 43. Welcome to our fans in D.C. on the Monumental Sports Network and NHL Network as well with Garrett Mitchell. I'm Zach Fish. The Bears 5-2 leaders as we go into the third period of play. Win tonight for Hershey would mean a 3-0 series lead heading into Game 4 on Thursday. And Garrett will look at the highlights in just a moment. 2-2 game. Cleveland battles back once again like they have all along in this series. But Hershey Bears 5-on-5 with their red-hot power play as well at the end of it. Take it over with 3 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, you know, that really could be a turning point in this series right now. Obviously getting that goal from Alex Limoges, putting them up by, up by 1. And then obviously the power play coming through. Those guys getting on the board. It's great to see a little bit of confidence going into the third period here.
A lot of moments in that second period. Let's look back at least a few of them for you here. Things got started for the Bears, and it comes on the power play, and it comes from a guy that can really rip it. Ethan Frank, they move him back to the left circle. Feels like an eternity to go with all the goals. 4 in the second period for Hershey. But look at this thing in the upper top corner. No chance for Chet Greaves. That was just labeled.
Yeah, I don't even think Greaves, like you said on air, I don't even think Greaves had an idea it went in. Ethan Frank's able to put that right underneath the bar.
Alex Whalen, however, would make it a 2-1 game. The fourth line for Cleveland continues their strong play. Whalen on a 5-game point streak. He makes it 2-1. Then it'll be Trey Fix-Wolansky on the power play. This puck deflects down between the wickets of Hunter Shepard. So again, back come the Monsters. We're 2-2. The Bears a little banged up. We'll see on some injuries in the third period. It would be a little pushing and shoving back and forth, but it would be Alex Limoges for Hershey that would help take this game over. He scores here on a shot short side on Chet Greaves to put the Bears in front, and they just kept the foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, and we talked about that, through that second period broadcast. We wanted to see them play some better 5-on-5 hockey, and we got exactly that. A great goal there from Miro Suchenko. Doesn't hit the panic button. He's able to open up Greaves' legs and slide that 5-hole, and a heck of a play from a young kid.
6 of the playoffs for Ivan Miro Suchenko, who's got 3 points, and then Joe Sibley on the power play, the Bears' third power play goal of the game. 5-2 leaders leading the shots. 50% on the man advantage. That will certainly play for head coach Todd Nelson's squad. Rabinski, Ness, and Dubé were all in the dressing room. We'll see if they return for the third. We'll bring you that on the other side of the break. The Hershey Bears 20 minutes away from going up 3-0 in this best of 7 series. And the work not done yet is Cleveland in front of their home crowd will look to hang around. Stay with us. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Final.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt. It's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
You need to find something to do outside of this house.
No, I just need a deed.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?
Lift your voice.
1 in 6 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime, and we're more than twice as likely to die from the disease.
Family history of prostate cancer can double your risk.
But when it's caught early, it's highly treatable.
For more than 30 years, PCF has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org/knowyourrisk today to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself.
It's your health.
It's your life.
Apply today at mhskids.org/houseparents.
Monsters and the Hershey Bears in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bears lead 5-2. They're going to be tested with their depth here in the third. Out for the rest of the game, defenseman Aaron Ness as well as forward Pierrick Dubé. They will not return. Henrik Rubinski is back and on the ice to start this third period of play. He drew the elbowing penalty on Billy Sweezy. The Class Cleveland, they gave up their third goal in 2:18. Hershey looking to seal this one. Trying to go up 3-0 in the series with Garrett Mitchell. I'm Zach Fish. Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey. Malcolm Subban is now in net, taking over for Jet Greaves. The puck fired up and out of play. Malcolm Subban has taken over in goal with a 5-2 lead for Hershey. So Trent Vogelhuber going to the well and putting in the veteran netminder, who's 1-0 in these playoffs. Surrendered 4 goals, but got the series clinching win in a sweep over the Syracuse Crunch.
Yeah, and I think, in that situation, it's just a little bit, for Vogelhuber there to try to, mix something up. I don't think, a couple of those, maybe that shot on Limoges, Greaves would like back, but, other than that, it's, those are pretty tough shots to stop.
Look at center ice. The Monsters have it along the left wing. Mitchell brings it ahead. Trying to spark his club. Vogelhuber will go to the veteran netminder. It's taken by Rubinski to center with Trinier. Hershey has it on the left wing. Backhander wide of Subban to the corner. Subban between Springfield and Cleveland versus Hershey this season, 1-3 with a 2.78 goals against average, 89.4 save percentage. Played against the Bears for a long time, dating back to his days when he was selected in the first round by the Boston Bruins. 24th overall pick in 2012, played in Providence for quite some time. Part of a Providence team that beat Hershey in the 2017 playoffs. He was the backup to Zane McIntyre for the majority of that run. Miroslnichenko, the forecheck, looks to knock the puck free behind the net. Hershey in Cleveland territory to Miroslnichenko behind the goal. Left point gets the puck to Logan Dang. Wrister the net deflected over the head of the Cleveland netminder, who comes in relief, looking to stabilize the goaltending position and give his team a spark. Falling down is Dunn behind the net. Tough go over there for Josh Dunn. He will head off for a line change. A minute 30 into the third period, and the Monsters needing 3. Thanks Wolanski up the middle off the stick of Ethan Frank. Puck shot in off the lines. That didn't feel too good. The Monsters, Savozo has it behind his own goal, and Cleveland looks to break to center. Monsters ahead to neutral, intercepted by Day, flings it forward, Snively's got it. Odd man rush, Snively around Zaboril, he's in, he shoots, save, rebound, Subban slides over. LaPierre hit the side of the net as Snively's chance denied. The follow-up would not go.
Yeah, it's a great save there by Malcolm Subban, and he's a guy, he's got quick legs. If you watch him, extremely athletic goaltender. I had a fortunate player with him in Rockford, for a short time there, but extremely talented goaltender and very athletic.
Thanks Wolanski with the shot for Cleveland, blocked by Massey. Zaboril at the point, taken away, and flipped back to the defensive end of the Monsters with 17:30 to go in the third period. Real good chance for Hershey to set the tone in the third period and really pull away. But would not go. Subban the save, the rebound. He may have got a piece too. Chipped in behind the net. Former Vegas Golden Knight. As the backup goalie for Vegas the year the Capitals beat him for the Stanley Cup. Puck cleared all the way down the ice. Iorio back for it. And Hershey will look to rush it out ahead to center. Instead it's deflected away and brought back in by Gons, who flings it behind the goal. Brendan Gons, the captain, hurt up top in Columbus, just returned for game number 2. This is his second game of the playoffs.
Stolen by Huntington. 3-on-2 for Hershey from center. Jimmy Huntington leads for Limoges on the backhand. Good rip-off by Canasco to take it away. And it's clear to McElrath. D to D. Jake Massey's in with room. He shoots. Down to the ice. Stick saved by Malcolm Subban. Huckle on the boards behind the net. Cleveland under pressure. Will settle it down in their own zone with 16:30 left in the third. Realizing they need to get moving the other direction.
Yeah, and that's what the Bears need to do here is play down there. Play on the offensive side of it. And really force Cleveland to try to take some chances here.
Mateau trying to take a chance. His shot was blocked. Day behind his own net. For the second time this series, the Bears down to playing some extended time with 5 defensemen. No Aaron Ness for the rest of this game. Sutter knocked away. Good job by the Hershey center iceman. Cleared to neutral. Away from Trinier of Sivozo. Knocks it to safety. A shot dumped by Rabinski right in front of the Bears bench. And Day out of trouble. Maneuvers to center. 3 goals and 2:18 for the Bears late in the second to take a 5-2 lead. And the puck deflected up and out of play. And into the crowd for a whistle and a face-off. Not a bad start to this period at all for Hershey on the road here. Not allowing Cleveland anything easily.
No, that's exactly it, Sackett. You talk about playing as a 5-man group, and Todd Nelson, his coaching staff have talked a lot about that. It's something that when the Bears play 5-on-5 and play the right way, great things happen.
Draw to the right of Hershey goaltender Hunter Shepard. Netminder has been fantastic in his brief career against Cleveland. Vecchione out of air, knocks it to the goal, puts it off the skirt of the net. It's Mike Vecchione who scored the overtime winner in game number 1. Hershey has won their last 14 overtime games, including 2 in this series. And they have no interest in me uttering that word again at any point this evening. Leading by 3. Cleveland up the middle. Bjork mishandled the pass row, can't quite keep it in. And sent back to the defensive end where it's picked up by Vincent Iorio. The Hershey defenseman breaks away. Former Brandon Wheat King turns on the Jets to center. Iorio 1-on-3, taps it to himself along the boards and bumps it deep behind the goal. The other number 6 defenseman Billy Sweezy looks to clear it to the line. Kept in by Frank to the goal. Ricochets wide. Snively with it. Former collegiate teammate at Yale of Sweezy. They go D to D. Prisky shot fended off. Good job by Pearson. Talk about the Monsters preventing pucks from getting through. That an example.
Yeah, they've done a great job of blocking that first layer of Hershey Bears shots from the point. Especially, you're going to have a guy in front of that puck all the time. So biggest thing for the Bears is just keep that puck, getting through that first layer.
14:33 left in the third. We welcome those that are tuned in on the NHL Network and Monumental Sports Network, and also those on the Bears Radio Network and, of course, the Capitals Radio Network. We're after the top of the hour, so let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
HD Fox Sports 1460.
Face off right in front of the Bears bench. Well, the delay here is one of the linesmen needs attending to. Headed over to the Cleveland bench to get a look at there, and hopefully everything's all right. Moments ago, Luke Pye, so getting checked out right there on the athletic trainer for the Monsters, making sure that everything is A-OK.
Yeah, that's twice there in 3 games there, Zach, in this series that we've had a linesman, get cut or have to throw some bandages on. So you never like to see anybody go through that.
Coachella Valley out west now leads 4-0 over Milwaukee. The Admirals in deep trouble on home ice. Second period, 4-0 Firebirds, who look poised to take a 3-0 series lead. Pass to the Bears, but they're defending Trey Fix-Wolanski now. From the left side, McCown to the goal, snapped to the glove of Shepard. And Hunter's got it, the webbing of the catching glove. He will make the save. This is your first time seeing goaltender Hunter Shepard. For Bears fans watching it, certainly not, but this guy's a winner. Saw games with the Capitals this past year, made his NHL debut. Got the win, won his second game as well. 2-time national champion. He took the Stingrays in the ECHL South Carolina to the Kelly Cup Finals as a rookie. This year, the AHL's goalie of the year. He is a solid backstop. Little older, undrafted free agent, 28, but have to think someone's going to give him a shot in the NHL sooner than later. Signed for one more year with Washington. Off the draw, the Monsters to the net, right on cue. Good save by Shepard. Reactionary knocks it down, and Todd Sadowski is stationed just to the right of the goaltender. You had the pleasure of covering the entire run last year. When Shepard is on his game, he's unflappable.
No doubt about it. My normal placement back in Giant Center is to get to watch Hunter Shepard work 2 of the 3 periods right behind him. He has just fantastic anticipation, good vision, and rarely is he out of position to where he needs to be.
Off the ice, he's a goalie, right? Very quiet, keeps to himself. Loves hunting and fishing like a guy from northern Minnesota would. And the players just don't really talk to him on game days. Often he doesn't skate at the morning skates on game days, goes through his routine. Logan Day going to get called for a penalty. Official back at center. Thought about it for a moment, going to call Day for cross-checking Sillinger. So an opening for the Monsters here, Garrett, needing a shot in the arm. When we return, they will head to the power play. 13:49 left. They need 3. Looking for one now. Take a break and be back. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
At Holzman Laser Vision, we provide the finest laser vision correction using the very latest technology to ensure the best outcomes. Our patient-focused protocols used by Dr. Holzman and his medical team help make your life-changing experience more comfortable, easier, and safer. If you have been considering laser vision correction, you should know Holzman Laser Vision is simply better. Arrange a free comprehensive consultation today. Holzman Laser Vision, because your eyes deserve the best. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
So you made some money. Want to make it do more? Make it do more than more. With Robinhood Gold, you can make your money do the most. Make your cash do 5% APY. That's a lot. At 8 times the national average, that's bigger than big. That's huge. Make your money make more money. That makes more money. Make your money do the most. Get Robinhood Gold and make your cash earn 5% APY. Join today and get your first 30 days free.
13:49 left in regulation time. 5-2 Bears, but Logan Day off for cross-checking. So the Bears already down on our Evergreen Brewing and their Juicy Juice IPA. Juicy IPA, I should say. Juicy Juice IPA would be good, but already down an injury. They are in Nassau for the remainder of the game, and Lucas Johansson hurt in the last one, a scratch tonight. A little short on the bench for D-men right now, but a critical penalty kill here for Hershey. Evergreen Brewing in Camp Hill. Juicy IPA helped the Bears repeat the roar. Power play for Cleveland in this game, 1 for 3 thus far. Back to the point, Bjork has it, keeps it in. Gone, sends it right wing. Sivozil to Bjork, good stick, Riley Sutter. Read that like a good book on the tank away. He will tap it in behind the Cleveland net. Malcolm Subban and go for a change.
And that's exactly what you talk about, Zach. You know, what makes that penalty kill so successful is being able to read that and jump. And, you know, Sutsy's one of the best at that, you know, at this level. Just reading the play in front of him and getting a stick in on that.
Tie up along the boards. Cleveland comes up with it. Gons, backhand to forehand. The cap to the net, deflected wide. Dunn was in front. Got a piece of it, but puts it wide to the right pad of Hunter Shepard. Chipped around the board to the near side. Hunter McCown has been a factor on the power play in this series, but other than that, pretty quiet. He and Fix-Wolansky, the only 2. Puck to the goal from Sivozil, gloved by Shepard, and no further play for the Bears netminder.
Yeah, and Shep does such a great job of that. You know, it's really sealing the puck and not allowing that second opportunity. You know, there's not many pucks that hit him that he's not able to swallow up. So, you know, great job by Hunter Shepard there to slow the play down. You know, they can put Sutsy out there for the draw, and you know, he's been so proven in the face-off circle so far.
Bears watch party back at Arugas in Hummelstown, making noise. Fans watching all across in the NHL network, being treated to a good one. Juracek off the draw. Great save by Shepard with his goal stick. Pucha really got a lot of that. Blasted to that. Shepard checking the top part of his stick to make sure it's not broken as the Bears clear it. Using the handle of that stick to knock the puck away. Juracek leaves it on back. Pucha dispossessed by Sutter. Has to begin anew in his own zone. 20 seconds left on the Logan Day. Cross-checking penalty for Hershey, and the Bouquet Mulligan DeMayo penalty kill for the Bears. Visit them online at bmdi.com. Center point, Juracek, wrist shot swallowed by Shepard as he stymies David Juracek, who's got 2 tying goals in the series on the Hershey netminder. That time, he made no mistake.
Yeah, you know, and I'm sure Trent Bogue, who were there, you know, he'd love to see somebody in front there. You know, that Cleveland player gets out of the way and allows Hunter Shepard there to see that puck all the way through. You know, I'm sure he'd like to have him planted right in front of the net and really take away Hunter Shepard's eyes.
Shepard will see what he stops 99 times out of 100. There's another example on Juracek. Flings to the net, bumped aside by Shepard. Power play about to expire. Juracek's pass stolen by Rybinski, but knocked right away from him. Hershey kills it off. It's Day out of the box. Stick handling it away from the pressure. Now throwing it forward. Rybinski thought he tipped it, but not quite. Icing is called on the Bears, so unable to change with 11:36 left in the third period. If you're just joining us, Bears goals from Prisky in the first period. In the second, Frank. And then 2 goals from Cleveland, from Whalen and Fix-Wolansky. Limoges, Miroshnichenko, Snively. 3 goals in 2:18 have turned the tides Hershey's way.
Yeah, the Bears are caught out here right now with 3 D-man. Dylan McElrath ended up sliding up to play forward, play right wing there.
Shot block off the draw. McElrath will come off in place of Iorio. Massey changes now too. Hershey still with 3 D-men out there as Logan Day will get off. He changed for each other, and already shorter defenseman. They want to make sure to get it right. Day was out of the penalty box, so he'll head off the ice in place of a forward as Cleveland brings it up ice 3-on-3. LaPierre gets back to get in the way of James Malatesta. Well done by Hendricks LaPierre, and Iorio to center. Snively sidesteps in, taps it in. Subban to play it behind the goal. Hands it on off to Bjork, who looks to bring to center. Marcus Bjork throws it across. Spent the balance of last season in the NHL with Columbus. This year, a monster as the puck cleared all the way down, and icing is called. And we'll be interested to see. We mentioned one of our Evergreen Brewing scratches tonight. On the Cleveland side was Denton Matejchuk. Just got here, 19 years old. Could make his pro debut in this series, the 12th overall pick in 2022. We'll see how the rest of this one goes, but he's a guy you have to think could be on the cusp of getting in for the next one.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, Zach, that might be something that, you know, Trent Bogue here and his organization looks to, you know, add in. Obviously, it's a kid, high draft pick. You know, unbelievable year in the Western Hockey League in Moose Jaw. You know, so look to maybe see him added into the lineup here for Game 4.
I think Logan Day is taking another penalty. His stick came up on Malatesta. And unfortunately for the Bears, one thing that has cost them winning games in regulation is taking penalties in inopportune times. This is another one where you're giving Cleveland another door opening to try to find a way to dig their way out of this hole right now.
Yeah, we've seen this is a Cleveland team. They're not just going to roll over and stop coming. And, you know, it's going to be wave after wave. The rest of this, you know, 10:36 left here in the third. So, you know, we talked about how great the Bears penalty kill has been all year, obviously top in the league. You know, so this is a huge kill for Hershey right now.
Day went off for cross-checking at 6:11. He goes off for high sticking at 9:24 in the penalty kill. Under duress again. Did a great job the first time around here in this third period. They'll look to do it again. Okay, Mulligan Avail penalty kill for Todd Nelson's group, so astutely run by assistant coach Patrick Weller, an up-and-comer in the coaching industry, helped the Bears to the Calder Cup last year. His team allowed the least goals per game, the least shots per game this year, coaching the defense in PK. Fix-Wolansky misses it. Rowe thinks about pursuing it, but wisely goes off for a line change. Monsters just toss it away, though. Henrik Rybinski says thank you very much for Hershey. Taps it behind the net, playing a game of keep away now. One hands it to Trineyev, who'll pop it loose. And Cleveland's already wasted nearly 50 seconds of their power play.
Yeah, it's some great up-ice pressure there by those two. You know, we've talked about them, you know, throughout this series and throughout the playoffs, but, you know, they work so well together, really read off each other and do an unbelievable job on the kill.
Dunn trying to fire it across. The pass with a little friendly fire, hit his own man. Subozil on the entry, knocked away by Iorio, and catapulted back out to center on the swing by Trineyev. McCown with it for Cleveland in, zips it behind the goal. Now to 45 of the man advantage, Mikhail Pucha behind the net, knocked off kilter. It's Sillinger at the left point, keeping it in. Soft pass nearly intercepted And Subban heading to the bench for an extra attacker. 5-2 with 9:08 left. Malcolm Subban going to the bench for an extra skater. 6-on-4. Cleveland down by 3 has pulled their goaltender. Desperation move, but why not for Vogelhuber's squad? He'll play to the goal line. Sillinger looks out front. Right pass saved by Shepard. It's loose to the Bears goaltender. Falls on top of it to freeze it for a whistle. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Subban darting off and thought initially there was another penalty, but an uber-aggressive move from the Cleveland coaching staff. Down by 2, they'll return the goaltender down by 3. Going up by 2 men, they'll return the netminder to the net.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if I've ever seen a goalie pull that early, that early in the third period there. Obviously, they're down by 2, but I think obviously the success that they've had pulling the goaltender in Game 1 and Game 2 to tie it up. Trent Vogel here is just trying to get something going.
Drawn to the right of Hunter Shepard. Subban has returned to his net. Bears clear the puck off the draw. Rowe will pick it up. Good thing Subban's back. Otherwise, Rowe could have shot that in the vacated goal. And maybe put this one out of reach. Rejoining the play is Logan Day. Second consecutive penalty is killed off. Cleveland still down by 3. But Joe with it. Knocked away McElrath. Cleared to the line. Zaboral on the keep it. Launches a shot well wide of the goal. Picked back up at the point. Sillinger's wrister. Missile. But over the glove of Shepard, the Bears goaltender stood and watched it go wide. Sillinger again, a redirect wide of the net. Cleveland with pressure. Zaboral from the blue line. Careens to the front of the goal. Bouncing puck to the corner boards. Zaboral to the line, has it again from Juracek. Cleveland with it. Subban's still in the net, but the Monsters look like they're still in a power play, but it's 5-on-5. Shot shielded away in front of Shepard. Loose puck battle to the blue line. McCown on the keep it. 3 D-men out there again for Hershey. McCown to center, blocked by Day. Precious legs on the ice. Hendricks Lapierre looks to clear it. He gets smoked in the boards, but the Bears have the puck. And will calm the waters as Prisky just flips it out to center. Gloved and dropped. Canasco on the takeaway. Trying to catch the Bears changing. Gets to a shot who shoots. Deflected wide by Iorio. Hershey catches a break there as Canasco made a good play. Shot wide of Shepard. We're down to 7:20 to go. Third period. Game 3. Bears win this one. They're up 3-0. Hershey in their franchise history. 86 years. Most historic team in the AHL. 12 Calder Cups. The Monsters will ice the puck. They are 30-1 in series when they take a 2-0 lead in a best of 7. Todd, you've been here covering this team's history for a long time. 3-0. It's not impossible, but you'd feel pretty darn good if you're the Bears if you can cap this one off.
Especially with the style of play that they have. They just take the lead so often, and no team has played more 6-on-5 in the league than these guys have. They haven't had a lot of success with it so far in this series. But one thing that's striking me, guys, Dylan McElrath, the captain, everybody points to the great leadership the Bears have on the ice. They got defensemen down. They've had a couple of penalty kills. He's like the quarterback out there, just calling signals, making sure everybody's in the right spot.
He has been such a big part of this Bears leadership group. Day off the draw. Snatched by Subban as he makes the save. They'll need him even more than ever with Aaron Nass out for the rest of this one and Lucas Johansson injured as well. 7:06 left in the third. 5-2 Hershey. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
King Spa is not just an ordinary spa. We were the first Korean spa to exist in the United States. We are trying to combine modern features with authentic Korean cultures. We are very proud of what we have built here so far. We are very grateful for the presence of M&T. I just thought that traditionally banking service is just a banking service, but it's more like friendship, to be honest.
I definitely see M&T growing with us. I just think they're the best partner we could have.
Your windows can go from warped to wow. From energy wasters to money savers. Now you can have new windows and doors in just one day. We offer double hung windows, casement, bay, bow windows, and more.
It's amazing how affordable it is.
When you buy one window, you get one for 40% off, including installation. Schedule your free in-home visit or virtual visit today.
Home sweet Thompson Creek. 60.
It is June and the Hershey Bears are still playing hockey in Cleveland. The fans are making a lot of noise. This building is rocking. Back in Chocolatetown, USA, it is the best time of year. Hershey Park open daily. Sky Rush, a new first-class experience, top-notch. If you haven't been on the ride, you got to check it out. Plus, of course, Wildcats Revenge. Hershey Park open daily. Come to Hershey, PA, the sweetest place on earth. And we know the Bears will play there at least once more, either Game 6 if necessary, or Game 7 if necessary, or the Calder Cup Finals, pending they can get through. 2 more cracks at it here in Cleveland. If they're able to get the win tonight, they would be up 3-0 in the series. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell along with you. And Albert, our producer, here too. Mike Vecchione with the steal at center. Todd Sadowski is ice side. All part of our fantastic crew bringing you the action tonight. We appreciate the hospitality of the folks in Cleveland, bringing us the production feed as well to assist with tonight's broadcast being seen nationally on the NHL Network. Monsters in the offensive zone. Colt Subban with the power play at the 9-minute mark. He's in the net now. See when they pull him down by 3 with it being 5-on-5. First shot knocked to the goal, knocked down. Savulzil gets it back for Cleveland. Stanislav Savulzil with the talented David Juracek with a wrist shot. Stick down, knocked down in front of Shepard and roll to the corner. Helter-skelter in front of the Bears netminder. To the blue line, Savulzil on the keep-in. Cleveland's Juracek with it, stabbed at by LaPierre, went down to his knees, but Juracek evades him, but not the hit of McElrath, and the Bears survived that threat in clearing.
Yeah, and that's such a great job. Todd just talked about the leadership, that Dylan brings, but he does so much on the ice. Young guys off the ice. It's it's been a lot of fun to watch him play and kind of get to know him a little bit.
Eric Dubé out for the rest of this game with an injury. Garrett Rowe getting a shift on the top line with Snively and Frank right now. We've seen things mix up at times for Hershey. LaPierre was out there a moment ago. He's normally in that spot, but seeing some maybe fresh bodies in different spots where need be. Snively to center. Will tap it in, back behind the goal. Huntington first on it, rolls it to the net front, went through the blue paint. The Monsters will get it back. You can tell you knew they'd push. With 5 minutes, 10 seconds left, down by 3, 5-2 Hershey on the Penn State Health scoreboard. Haven't announced the attendance here in Cleveland, but we were told around 15,000 expected here tonight. Puck brought in over the blue line, along the left wing. McCown with it, pulls the net front, deflected. Shepard the save from right in time. Uchuk got the tip on it. He wraps it around the goal. To the goal again, and Shepard, the glove save, and no rebound. 4:45 left. Hershey trying to keep Cleveland at bay and take a stranglehold lead of the series. Stay with us. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy. At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Let's ride together. So I can bring any car to Oarsman Alexandria Kia, and they'll buy it?
That's what they just said on TV.
Doesn't matter what year, make, or model.
No.
And I can get Kelley Blue Book for it?
More, 125%.
And if I buy a new car, I'll get their buyer's edge with $1,500 in bonus extras?
Yes.
I find that very hard to believe.
Oh.
And don't forget, at Oarsman, we'll buy your car. Oarsman Alexandria Kia. Let's ride together.
5-2 Bears on the Penn State Health scoreboard. Our goal is keep the people of Central PA healthy so they can live the way they want. This is why they continue to innovate, expand, and invest in the conditions they treat, people they care for, right here close to home. Penn State Health. Malcolm Subban is on the bench, down by 3, empty net for Cleveland with 4:45 left. Go time now for the Monsters. The Bears can shoot at the empty net up by 3. Sutter will get the red line. Right side, Ravinsky to seal it off the outside of the net, but Hershey gets it. Thrown to the goal by Trineyev. Hope that doesn't come back to hurt Hershey. Plenty of time left, 4:30 to go. Ravinsky could maybe finish this one. 6-on-5, Cleveland still needs 3. Trey Fix-Wolansky with a goal in this game. Dumping, knocked down McElrath. Thompson along the boards once and twice. Behind the goal, Iorio on his backhand. Thought about going to his forehand. Bumped away from him. Shunted to clear it. Rubinski's got another chance at 2-on-1 with an empty net. Henrik Rubinski drags it loose, throws it off the post, and out. That's got to go in. We play on. Little indecision. I think Rubinski thought about putting it to Trinyev. Cleared wide of the goal, and icing is called. No time to worry about unselfishness. Just put it in the empty net.
Yeah, you know what, Zach? That almost looked like it might have gone off the pad on the inside of the net there. They are going to take a peek at that. I thought it was in all the way. I think this goes off that. Yeah, it does.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
That's a goal. They're going to look at it. All right, Henrik Rubinski. Good job putting the puck in the net. I thought he was trying to just flutter it to Trinyev and decided to roll it in and hit the post. This is going to be a good goal. We saw it there, unless there's something they only at the AHL level be able to look at that overhead camera.
Yeah, the way that pad's set, it's set far enough inside of the line that puck can fully cross. But I kind of saw that right away, you know, that it looked like it fully crossed the line.
I was just befuddled that it wasn't an easy tap-in with the arms in the air, and the Bears 3 minutes and 47 seconds away from going up 3-0 in the series. Too close for comfort. Smiles on the Bears bench right now, thinking that this is going to be a good goal, but it needs to be confirmed. They showed the replay on the video board as well, which normally you don't see in controversial situations, but I don't know if the building knew that puck actually went in.
Yeah, I was watching the Bears bench there.
It's a point to center. It's an empty net goal after all for Henrik Rubinski. An empty net goal to make it 6-2 with under 4 to go.
I'm sure that one feels pretty good. Obviously, he missed that first one from the blue line, and you know, if he missed that one, you know, that's one you kind of look back on, knowing that you know, you had a chance at it. I'll never forget. I had a chance at an empty net, and you know, those are ones you have to bear down. And Ray Bourque, one time I missed the net. Ray Bourque said to me, you know, looking back on your career, you know, those ones all matter. You know, you got to really take pride in putting that into the empty net, and you know, that's a freebie. So, you know, great job by Henrik to finish that off and put it in.
Next time, just shoot it in the center of the net a little bit earlier, and it would be not so worrisome. But a goal counts all the same. It's 6-2 Bears upon video review. Rubinski picks up the goal for Hershey. This was a 2-2 game. The Bears have rattled off 4 consecutive goals, including the empty net tally with Cleveland with the early goalie pull. So Rubinski's third of the playoffs, and Subban is back in his net now. He came in relief. That will not go against his record of giving one up. An empty net goal for Rubinski to put the Bears in complete and total control of this game, and likely with 3:20 left in this one of this series. A fantastic crowd here in Cleveland tonight. We were told around 15. They came in just under that, 14,675. Huge crowd, and it's the Bears that come in and play spoiler and put up half a dozen goals. Trinyev and Sutter with the assists on the empty net tally after video review. Game 4 will be Thursday, as the Bears will have an opportunity, barring this score holds. Quick save by Shepard on the redirect from Dunn. Barring this score holds, they'll have a chance to sweep the series on Thursday. Iorio able to get away. Dunn knocks it to Savozo through the crease, no one home. Limoges a chance to tap it out, not cleared yet. Kept in by the Monsters. Right wing boards. Justin Pearson looking for some life for Cleveland. Cal broke his stick trying to sidestep a check. Limoges 1-on-4, just taps it behind the goal. So the immediate concern for the Bears, the health of defenseman Aaron Ness and Fort Pierre-Dubé, both who left this game with injuries. Hershey does have depth. Matthew Phillips, 70-plus point scorer last year, played 31 games in the NHL this year. First team All-Star last season with the Calgary Wranglers, waiting in the wings, and Dubé, a top 6 player, isn't able to go.
Yeah, it is. You talk about the depth. We talked about it on defense. Obviously, you slide Logan Day in, you know, with the injury to Lucas Johansson. So the depth's there, but obviously, you want to see these guys playing. When you're in the battle like that, it's tough to see these guys, but there's been some guys here tonight that have really stepped up and played some big minutes for the Bears tonight.
Offensively, Hardy Hamadaktel has missed some games with injuries. Did skate this morning. See if he is able to return if Ness is unable to go. Dmitry Osipov also an option among Nicky Lieberman here on this trip for Hershey. Puck is clear to the blue line. Miros Tachenko will knock it down. Final minute 15 of the dump in behind the Cleveland net. The Bears led 2-0. 2 power play goals. Cleveland tied it up. They had all the momentum. And an even strength goal from Limoges. 17-14 in the second. Change things around. 3 goals in 2:18. An empty netter here in the third. Puck is dumped in. Shepard will clear it up the boards to the line, not out. 6-2 on the Penn State scoreboard. Here to the blue line. Gons on the keep-in. Shot grab by Shepard. And the Bears goaltender has been a wall since giving up the Fink-Swilanski tally. Another save from Shepard. He stopped 27.
Yeah, you can see why, he was a goaltender of the year in the AHL and why he's had so much success at the collegiate level, on the ECHL level, and, obviously now the last couple of years here in Hershey.
Todd Sadowski will join one of our stars of the game coming up downstairs. And there are a lot to pick from here tonight. Far boards, puck rolled in front of Hunter Shepard and cleared by Rabinski all the way down to Cleveland's end. Heavy hit Trineyev on Konasko. He will play to the final horn. Game 4 Thursday. You can catch it on the NHL Network as well and the Monumental Sports Network. Plus, of course, Fox 43.2 antenna TV. Final 10 seconds. The Bears come into Cleveland in front of nearly 15,000 fans, and they quiet them with a 6-2 victory over the Monsters. They take a stranglehold 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. They'll look to close the series on Thursday night. The Monsters on the brink of elimination as Hershey scores big in a win on the road in Game 3.
Yeah, you know what, Zach? It's awesome to see that the Bears play some 5-on-5 hockey, and I think that goal from Alex Limoges, that could be a turning point in this series. He's able to step up, scores a huge goal, and then that flurry of goals there, to finish the second period. So, a huge goal by him, and great to see him back on the scoreboard. He does so many little things so well, so it's great to see him get a big one here tonight.
Great to see him get a big one. Great to see so many players contribute tonight. It was a complete team effort, and it starts from Hunter Shepard in goal, who locked it down after making Game 1 not his best. Game 2 fantastic. Game 3 a real strong performance from Shepard to lead the Bears to a victory, and in the offensive Hershey just continues to impress. I really love what the Bears have done, and it's by committee right now. Ethan Frank, of course, is leading the way. Ivan Miros-Tachenko right there with him, but all sorts of different players are scoring.
Yeah, you know what, and that's when you go down a playoff run like this, you need that third, fourth, line contributing it as well. And so see those guys get on the board, is huge. It builds huge momentum for the team. And right now the Bears are playing some great hockey. The guys would tell you that, Cleveland hadn't seen their best, and and I think tonight they showed up and they really proved why they have done what they've been able to do throughout the regular season.
Multi-point scorers tonight. There were a fair amount of them for Hershey. A goal and assist for Ethan Frank. A goal and assist for Chase Prisky as well tonight. A goal and 2 helpers from Ivan Miros-Tachenko. Dylan McElrath is such a big part of this team. His team 1 win away from going to the Calder Cup Finals. The job not done yet. He's standing by with our own Todd Sadowski. Let's send it ice level.
A lot of stars announced of your teammates, but look, I know you're going to talk about the team collectively, so let's start there. A really complete effort. 6 different guys scored, but the way you guys closed out in the third period, Dylan, a lot of bodies, you're short, a couple of penalty kills. Talk about that third period and finishing the job tonight.
Yeah, it was, we faced some adversity, but you know what, that's the first 2 games really tested us and made sure we were up for the challenge tonight, and Yeah, like you said, we're down some key pieces to our team, especially on Nesser on the back end. I thought the guys did a great job.
I want to talk about an individual play, though. It makes it 2-2. Crowd's really into it. You have the puck down the side. You decide to bring it out. Talk about that decision, how it led to Alex Limoges' game-winning goal.
Yeah, I'm not usually joining the rush like that, especially in playoffs. I just saw an opening. I saw two guys on their team duplicate, and I just saw a lane and started to move my feet and tried to pass to the open man and drive the net, and glad we got the goal.
A lot of new viewers watching tonight. If they're not familiar with the Hershey Bears, you guys showed a lot of how you won a lot of games this year out here in this performance tonight.
Yeah, gutsy effort. We obviously knew they were going to bring their best. Their backs were against the wall coming back home. I thought we started good. They had their push, but yeah, gutsy effort from my guys, especially being down some bodies, and a lot of guys that haven't been playing lots are playing a lot of important minutes for us, and it's just a collective, really good effort.
All right, rest fast, as they say. Got to come back for Game 4. Thanks, appreciate it. That's the captain, Dylan McElrath. Big Mac, I mentioned they showed a lot for people that aren't familiar with the Hershey Bears, a lot of ways that they have won games, guys. Get in front early, lock it down late. Hunter Shepard was good. The defense involved in the offense. Everything was on display tonight.
You got to love Dylan McElrath and his effort. Final thoughts, Garrett, here tonight. The Bears' job is not done yet. This series far from over, but right now Cleveland got to be feeling a bit defeated. They're going to bring their best in game number 4. It's up to Hershey to realize the situation that they're in and replicate a lot of what they did in game number 3. And hopefully some guys will get good news on their prognosis too.
Yeah, I think, Zach, when you look back at it, it was a collective win. There's no passengers where I think, in a couple of games there, Todd Nelson